Combustion.
Let's kick it off. Don't try to go, we gon' pick it off. Don't try to run or I might have to sit my thumb. If you betting, just know how to pick 'em, dog. Hit the field and just play your position, dog. Lost the yards like a sack when we hit 'em. Lost the yards, took 'em back. If you handed the ball, it can go all the way. Rep make the call, they don't know how to play. You get in trouble if you stay in my way. We all took a loss, it's just part of the game. Came out to lose, it's just part of the name. I would just love to move and be part in the change. We all want the chip, I ain't talking about late. Hit a pick on with 6 if we throw it our way. Bring your stats in case you ain't see it. This all gonna tell you how coaches perceive it. I'm just gonna get my 2 cents for no reason. Then play it off like the end of the season. You ain't not tuned in to lost y'all. We got the tutty, let's kick it off. Don't try to throw, we gon' pick it off. Don't try to run or I might have to sit my dog. If you bet it, just know how to pick 'em, dog. Hit the field and just play your position, dog. Lost the yards like a sack when we hit 'em. Lost the yards, took 'em back and we win. You ain't not tuned in to lost y'all. We got the tutty, let's kick it off. Don't try to throw, we gon' pick it off. Don't try to run or I might have to sit my dog. If you bet it, just know how to pick 'em, dog. Hit the field and just play your position, dog. Lost the yards like a sack when we hit 'em. Lost the yards, took 'em back and we winning.
Welcome to Lost of Yards, man. My name's Deuce. Oh, I see that face, Coach. You look like what are you holding that chain for? Why are you holding that chain up like that? You look so proud to be holding that chain up like that. You know what, Coach? I fucking am, dog. No matter what. No matter what.
Tiger.
I'm probably like, oh, he's gonna show up without a fucking jersey on this week. He's gonna show up without fucking nah, dog. I'm here. And y'all are here. And they are here. That's what's important, man. Welcome to Lost of Yards, man. My name is Deuce. We are here with E, Coach Saul, and Matty Ice as usual. First thing I need y'all to do real quick for me is hit that like button, that thumbs up button, that follow button, the sub buttons, all them motherfucking buttons for me one time while we go ahead and pour that bitch up. Shouts out to Rig, man. Shouts out to Rig, man.
Yeah, shout out Ray Rocker.
Man. Yeah.
Check out the craftsmanship.
Bird feeling. You see that bird feeling? God damn it. God damn it. Yes, sir. Cheers, boys. We outside.
Cheers.
Hey, cheers.
Week 4. How the fuck has it been for y'all? Because you know it's been a lovely fucking week for me. You know what? I had a great fucking time. I since 1 o'clock on Sunday, I have been a very happy person. It's been amazing.
Let me tell you something. It's been a great weekend for me. Both my beautiful teams took a nice dub. I mean, I know that tickles somebody and makes them upset. But hey, I'm true. Okay. These are my teams and they got my reasons. I like that first one. Chip over here talking about Rex Ryan said the Ravens are the best team in the NFL. I don't know about that. But we are clicking right now. We are clicking.
Are you talking about the motherfucker who ate dog treats on national TV? Rex Ryan, the same guy?
Dude, you coming hard, bro. You coming hard, bro.
Let's relax.
Matt's a little upset too. I think he won his game too. Like, all right, check this out, y'all. Not only did my Eagles suck fucking ball sacks this week, I fucking lost against. All right, I lost against Tony, and I don't want to throw shade at Tony. Tony's my brother.
Don't you worry, we were gonna get to fucking that.
Had no wins, 0 wins.
Anyways, Deuce out here with straight fire. Straight fire. Somebody's a little upset. I would.
It's been a rough week, man.
Eagles fan.
Ooh, damn.
Go ahead, talk your shit, Chip. Talk your shit.
I mean,
you know what I found.
You know, time out. I want to ask Chip how the Orioles do today. He's a huge Baltimore Orioles fan. I know that has nothing to do with football. I just want to ask him. I just want to ask him how'd the Orioles do today, bro?
Hold on a second. You know I'm from Maryland, right? Come on.
Okay. I didn't mean it at you. I wanted to aim at him. I was aiming that at him. Exactly. Exactly.
Go with the name Oriole. Because like I've never seen a bird and was like, oh, there's an Oriole. I don't know if I've seen one in real life. I did.
No, they're all over. They're more up north.
And the attack is insane right now. It's fine.
Hey, we come out the ball.
You know, I was going to talk about that though. I don't know if a team is hated more than the Cowboys. I used to think of like the Patriots.
No. Hold on. They just came out with there was a recent poll that came out that the Chiefs are now the most hated.
I still fucking hate the Cowboys.
Yeah. I hear the Cowboys. I know that.
I know more people around work and everywhere that says as long as the Cowboys lost, I don't care. I heard it today from a Packers fan. Because he talked to me about the game, and I was like, you know
why? All right, so the history of America's team, right? There was a time I don't know I'm gonna fuck this up entirely, right? They had a game back in like fucking 1912 where it was like, oh, it's America's.
Is that actually factual, sir? Oh, I want to know if that's factual.
Come on, brother.
They ran with it for fucking 100 years, bro. You're not America's team. How does that even work in a sport where it's only primarily played in America? How does that work? How does that work, bro? Tell me how you were America's team. I need to know. That's why you're hated so much. It's kind of what the fuck?
Riggs over here. How about them Texans with that comeback? Listen, if you got to come back on the Jacksonville Jaguars, it's not impressive.
It's not.
I like how he worded it though. That's hard. That's hard.
Hey, what I did see Rig and Brahma Babe were at the game. One old friend, Brahma Babe.
Yeah, she is a Jacksonville fan.
I forgot about that.
Brahma Babe.
Duval Babe.
So we got plenty to talk about. We got plenty to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Well, we'll all take over our own little segments here. Mess something up here. Wow, I just lost all the live scores from yesterday.
Chip said everyone I know hates the Steelers. I've never really met a Steelers hater, and that's even in
I hate the Steelers.
Why? What do you got a reason though?
Every single one of their fans are a bunch of fucking assholes, and I know Eagles fans are assholes, but Steelers fans are just full of shit. The most broken fans I've ever seen.
He said, "Whoa, hello."
He said, "Whoa."
You know what I miss where all of us got to get together and fucking and support one team.
I know,
right?
I miss that with all of my heart.
You would never think the 3 or 4 of us would support the same team. It's crazy.
I miss those days, man.
I miss it so much.
The 3 of y'all, I'm DC Defenders.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, that's the one thing that the Orlando Guardians can say. We own the DC Defenders.
We did that. We fucking did that.
We did. Y'all did do that. Y'all did do that.
We did nothing, but we did
believe
it.
Me, I did that.
Nothing, but we did it.
Y'all did. I heard about it. Mom,
wait, no, you got me fucked up, Coach. There was a time we were playing. Who were we playing? Houston. We were playing Houston, and we single-handedly got the fucking cornerback taken out of the game when they were on our side.
Seattle.
It was Seattle?
Yes, it was
Seattle. To tell you, bro. Yeah, we did that.
That was the funniest thing ever, bro. That was the best memory I've ever had of that game.
Those guys were fucking awesome. Shouts out the guys that were sitting next to me. They fucking teed up, bro. That was gold.
They had no chill whatsoever. All right, Coach, let's get into it.
Let's go into our little rundown here. First up, Cowboys, Giants, Thursday night football. I believe we all picked the Cowboys except for Deuce. But honestly, Deuce, hey, listen, not for nothing, the Cowboys struggled. It was final score was 20-15 against the mighty Giants. Go ahead, Eddie, take it away. What you got, man? Maddie, that's your team.
You pointed the wrong way again, so you got to work on this. Wrong way,
bro.
Wrong way.
On our screen, you're pointing the other way.
On my screen, I'm pointing straight down to him. Okay, he's right here below me.
Really?
On my screen, he's right here.
Oh shit, he's not there. He's over here.
Coach's mirror. That's why he mirrored it. That's why.
Oh, my bad. Let me turn it off real quick.
No, you good? You good?
But go ahead and take it over. Go ahead.
Fuck up fist bumps later, bro.
Yeah,
that would have fucked it up. Coach.
All right. Go ahead and take it over.
All right. First of all, that was probably one of the ugliest wins I've not ever seen, but it's definitely up there for an ugly win. I wouldn't really call the Giants mighty. They kicked 5 field goals, and I mean, I'll give it to the Giants. Daniel Jones looked really solid for a week for having 3 shitty weeks the week prior. The Cowboys defense looked a little better. Still came out flat. I think the biggest losses there are going to be Micah Parsons. He has a high ankle sprain. He's going to be gone for probably 6 weeks. DeMarcus Lawrence, another defensive end, he's going to be out for a while. So two big names there. It's going to really hurt the Cowboys defense. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough out here. We'll get to the injury. We'll get to a lot of key injuries here later on. Go ahead.
So, sorry, my microphone decided to flop on me. So what do you think the Cowboys' problem is right now? Are they struggling to finish? Or are they struggling to start? Or are they just struggling throughout? What can you from these last 2 weeks, what do you got?
I think it's just it's a combination of things. Just overall, just there's no like chemistry going on as a team. Like you said, I think it's a mixture of both. They can't finish and they can't start. They can't really, the running game you saw is pathetic right now. I think Zeke had 6 yards or something like that. Rico Dowdle, he's not really a starter, but I guess he's in the role of running back number 1 right now. So I think that's a struggle there. Dak looks really it's kind of hit or miss with whether he looks comfortable or not. And I think another huge issue is Tyler Guyton on the left tackle side. I mean, yes, he's a rookie, and he's stepping into a big role. But I think Dak's protection, I can't talk, is kind of what's getting him spooked in his mind.
Right.
Pat yourself on the back though, bro. You stopped the run this week.
Yeah, thank God. I mean, Devin Singletary was projected to hit 12 or 13 fantasy points. He only got not even 2. So I think that was credit to him. And don't get me wrong, Devin Singletary is still a solid back. He had really good time in Buffalo, and I think he had 1 year in Houston. But
do you think? Here's a question: do you think that runs? Do you think you're gonna be able to stop the run from here on out, or do you think you fixed the problems there, or do you think that the Giants' O-line is so bad that they couldn't get a block?
No, the O-line, their O-line was actually pretty solid. I think they really shut down Micah because Micah had no sacks in that game. Neither did DeMarcus Lawrence. So I think it's just really gonna depend. I mean, we have Cowboys have the Steelers come up this week. We'll kind of dive into that a little bit more later. Steelers offense is I wouldn't say it's elite, but it's not off. It's not a walk in the park. So that'll be definitely a big. It's gonna be a huge game coming up here Sunday night. So and then it's just gonna be a matter of who's the next man up on that D line with Micah being out and with DeMarcus Lawrence.
Well, it's a great take, buddy.
Yeah, for sure. So
fair take, man. Fair take. I salute that take, bro, because you're better. You're a better man than I am.
Hey, you know what? A lot of people see me as this. See me as when they hear I'm a Cowboys fan, they're just like, "Oh, this guy's delusional. This guy's a fucking asshole." No, I'm a realist, man. People don't know that. Understand? I'm a real fan. Okay, all right. But no, in real talk, I'm a realist. I'm a pessimist. You didn't see me on Thursday night during the live stream. For those of you who missed out, I wasn't there because I didn't want to make myself look like a fucking idiot. And believe me, when I watch my Cowboys games, it gets bad.
Just wait till we have the Eagles week, bro. Trust me. I will absolutely look like an asshole. It's gonna be bad. Let's blow out.
That one should be on camera. That one should be on camera.
Fine.
Two.
What? Go ahead.
I've been in the Discord with Deuce watching Philly. I can attest to that.
Fine. You know what? I'll show up for the Cowboys Eagles game. We'll stream for that game. I'll show up. How about that? Promise it right here.
I'll tell you, that's gonna be a motherfucker.
I don't know if you want to do that. He gonna talk some shit. He gonna have you mad.
I'm gonna talk heavy shit. Heavy shit.
All right, hey, listen. Let's bump over to the next game. Let's bump over to the next game here.
One more thing. Sorry, my bad. One more thing. The amount of penalties that were called on both sides of the ball, both teams on Thursday night, it was horrible.
It was almost awful. I ain't gonna lie. It was legitimately annoying to watch. Like it was.
I think it was in the teens,
bro.
Yeah.
What's the record for flags in the game? Because that has to be close. It has to be.
Doesn't have it as a fucking Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah,
that's fucking crazy.
All right, let's move on.
I mean, the problem with Kansas City Chiefs, they just get flags when they need them. It's not flagged all game. It's just when it's needed. So, all right, on to the next one. Next game we had up was actually an interesting game. Was if you would have asked me 2 weeks ago, I would have been like, It was the Bengals, and the Carolina Panthers, the new Carolina Panthers that are actually not bad because guess who's not at quarterback?
Tell him. Tell him.
Okay.
You know what's crazy? He talks all this shit, but he drafted him in the fantasy league.
Who? No, thank you. That did not happen.
I just lied on that man's name. That's crazy.
All right. So it was actually a good game. Joe Burrow kind of showed up this game, which was surprising because Joe Burrow's been struggling himself altogether. But they do beat a struggling Carolina Panthers team. Now they just have an offense. Their defense just needs to figure out their identity. Joe Burrow goes for 22 out of 31 for 232 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. On the other side of the paint, you look at Andy Dalton, 25 for 40, 220 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Almost identical to Burrow. So, again, it is not a Carolina receiver issue. It's not that. It is a Carolina quarterback issue. I will go back to this every time because I don't want to hear shit from nobody. Andy Dalton is not him. He has proven he is not him. He is just a good quarterback, and he's pulling it together with the same team. It was a pretty good game. I didn't watch a lot of it, but it was just a good battle. Bengals win 34-24. That's really all I got for that.
I'll tell you what, Deontay Johnson he finally risen from the dead. I mean, he was, ever since he got traded there, he just did not show out. But he had a really good touchdown that kind of just, rejuvenated his career. I don't know if he's going to end his career there, but I know I drafted him in fantasy. I think it was 2 years ago. He was a bust for me.
Well, he did great this game. He had 7 receptions for 83 yards, 1 touchdown. And then Leggett, he had six receptions for 66 yards and 1 touchdown. So he had receivers
666.
Oh, yeah, that is bad numbers. He had other guys with 24 receiving yards, 17, 16. So you had guys, he was incorporating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 receivers. So that's pretty good. And then you go over to Joe Burrow, as Rig put it, Slim Burrow. He looks like Slim Shady. And the guys that you expect to be doing good did good. You had Chase for 85 yards, Higgins for 60 yards. So, you know what I'm saying?
And thank God T. Higgins is back. I mean, well, I want to say he's back yet, but I'll believe it when he's back when he scores a touchdown. But he's also coming off injury. He's also coming off a pretty hard injury. So
I need him to step
for sure. That was definitely
that's all I got left. That's it.
All right, going on to the next game, we had the Saints versus the Falcons. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. Young Hoku.
Yo, wait, real quick. Did y'all see?
Thank you for 20 points.
Bro, did y'all see Unk and Prime and fucking Ocho Cinco talking about Young Hoku's name? Bro, no, Unk comes up talking about Young. He's trying to just say a stat or whatever. And he says Young Hoku. And Prime goes, "What did you just say?" Bro, he swore up and down that's not a real man's name. And he's like, bro, he's not named that, bro. Ocho
shows how much football
that shit was so funny.
Considering I'd say he's one of the better kickers in the league. He has been. He's been accurate for. That's why. No,
I ain't gonna lie,
honestly,
bro. My man, Mac,
every year in fantasy, I always pick him up.
They got.
His kicker's the best.
They got that shit, bro.
He's replaced Tucker as being the best kicker in the league right now. I can't
legit.
say it.
That boy is fucking automatic at 60 is crazy.
100%.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And when he kicked that bitch, that shit go. What the fuck?
It's like a screwball, bro.
Bro, like how do you even kick a ball to do that? I don't fucking know. He's cheating.
Young Ho was 4 for 4 that game.
Come on, bro. You gotta at least say his last name. You can't just say his first name, bro.
I love it.
Young Ho.
Young Ho did well.
And raise up. Yeah, I mean, both quarterbacks didn't do their greatest. No touchdowns thrown on both sides. Both of them each had a pick. It was a rushing game and a defensive game. I mean, it was it was a good game. I mean, I really think, and for Atlanta to come by and squeeze it through at the very end, awesome. Love it. Against a Saints team that's been scoring a lot of points, to hold them to what they did, I'm proud of my Falcons, and I appreciate it.
Was there a blocked punt in that game for return for a touchdown, or is it just a block?
I thought it was a muff punt.
Or yeah, it was a muff. That's right. It was a muff. So
now,
Coach, there was a bunch of muffs this week.
Coach, my question to you for your Falcons.
What's up?
What do you think is going on with Pitts, man? Knowing how Kirk is, and Kirk gets tight ends involved, what is going on? He has not been involved at all this year.
He's a Florida great. Just like Tim Tebow.
You just don't think it's not clicking?
I don't know if it's us or it's him, but something is not clicking. And
what is
the
game?
Huh?
Was it like he covered fucking heavily the entire game or what?
You're not going to cover a guy that hasn't been doing much. You know what I'm saying?
He got zero. He got 0 catches, 0 yards, 0 everything.
Bijan didn't look that great too.
And he's a beast. I give him that.
Yeah, Bijan didn't do that great either. So,
me and a McNugget from McDonald's.
McNugget. All right. Well, I'm gonna call you McNugget. Here we go. On to the next game. We got our boy Riggs Texans versus the Jaguars. What happened?
Jesus. I tell you what. The Jaguars deserve to be 0-4. That's my hot take right now. The Jaguars deserve to be 0-4.
Stop paying them rookie quarterbacks all that fucking money. Goddamn.
So what's your reason behind it though? Give him your reason.
I mean, Trevor just doesn't look comfortable. Trevor doesn't. There's just no chemistry going on in the offense. Their defense there's a big ass gap in their defense.
That money puts pressure, bro. That money puts a pressure on your head because you go from playing like a fucking football god, bro, to getting all that money, and now you have all these expectations. This fucking ceiling is raised 5,000 fucking feet, and then you jump into the game, and all you could think about is, if I don't play right, I'll fuck. Yeah, bro. And if you're thinking about that the whole fucking time, those are the results you get.
Right.
I want to ask y'all a serious question. I want to ask y'all a serious question before you guys jump down Trevor Lawrence's neck. Right? And I ain't trying to be the holy defender of Trevor Lawrence. Who's he got catching the ball for him?
Nobody. And that's what I was literally just about to say. The Jaguars made a horrible decision to trade away Calvin Ridley to the Titans. Out of all teams, the Titans. That's
let me
crazy.
dial back real quick, Coach.
But
if you didn't drop all that money on that man's head, you would have had cap room to spread the fuck around.
You always got to pay your quarterback. You always got to pay the quarterback.
You can pay him, but he don't need to be paid something he's not produced. He hasn't produced he has produced shit.
Okay. He's produced with a shit team. So that says something. Now you haven't given him anything. And no offense to any Calvin Ridley fan, but Calvin Ridley is not a number one receiver. He's not.
No, he's a
great, yes, a 3, maybe a 2, maybe a 2.
I think a 3 or slot or 3. Because
I think slot would probably be his best. So at the end of the day, who we got him throwing to, right? So I can't jump down his neck right now on it.
Here's a hot take. Do you think Devontae Adams ends up in Jacksonville?
No, he's going to the Jets. But I want you to, Coach, save that thought, bro, because I want the same leniency when we get to my game. Goddamn it.
Okay, I also have another hot take for the Jaguars.
Bro.
Oh, brother, here we go.
One more hot take. I think if the Jaguars don't, I think Doug Peterson gets fired before week 10. That's my hot take right now.
If they go defeated, yes.
Yep.
Even if they only win one game, I think he gets fired before the end of November.
Did you see the fucking reporters ask him his status on his job? They asked him that in the post game fucking presser.
Crazy,
bro. They asked him that. He goes, "Well, that's a weird question. That ain't really a weird question, bro. Like,
that's very serious.
He's just trying to deny it.
You're being shit."
Hey, but let's give a shout out to Nico Collins, man. 151 receiving yards, my boy.
Number 1 in the league.
He might be the best in the league right now, man.
For those of y'all that don't know, Nico Collins is a wide receiver at Houston.
It is a wild question, Sean.
Hey, shout out my boy Sean, by the way. Shout out my boy.
But at the same time, it's really not like it. If you get these reporters in that room and they really ask what the fuck they're really thinking instead of the questions that you expect them to ask you, come on, bro. I mean, I honestly, when the question came up, I'm like, ooh. And then he answered it like that. I'm like, oh, I guess that's the best way for him to fucking answer it. But realistically, it's like, that's not a terrible question. It's like, bro, you know what I mean? Like, obviously you're in a hot seat.
I tell you what, I think I don't know, Rick, if you're still in here, you can answer this. I think the running back situation in Houston's kind of messed up right now too, because Joe Mixon's not in there.
I keep forgetting to sub him out.
Yeah. Damian Pierce was also hurt, so they had to rely on Cam Akers, who's not really that big of a star. And he had 13 carries, he only had 53 yards. That's it. But thankfully you have CJ Stroud. You have CJ Stroud's arm. You don't have to really worry about the running game.
Right. He was balling.
Yeah, so CJ Stroud, let's see. He went 27 for 40, 345 yards, 2 touchdowns. So a much better bounce back from the week prior.
Well, there's that. Not, in my opinion, not an impressive win. Houston, you guys should have buried the Jaguars. Jaguars are not that team. They are struggling all over.
It's almost like a Cowboys Giants. It was almost like the Cowboys Giants game.
I agree. I agree with that. All right, going on to the next game here. What a snooze fest. The Broncos beat the Jets 10-9.
Awful.
Hey,
I have nothing to say about that game.
Aaron Rodgers made us eat our words once again. He looked like shit.
Yeah. So he looked like shit. We talked about it. Then he came back.
He looked great.
Like shit. And then we're like, oh, maybe he's back. Oh, no, let me.
He looks like shit again. So, thank you, Aaron. We appreciate you. I mean, Aaron didn't do terrible. He said 225 passing yards. The wife wants the M&Ms. So. not sponsored, but hey, M&Ms.
Not sponsored, but we could be.
Hey, shout out Coach's wife.
Not the
We're gonna start covering up labels, man. We're covering logos and labels, all that. It's dead. Motherfuckers ain't getting free promo no more.
Yeah, that was crazy. When I was flopping back and forth between that game, Knicks was negative yards in the first half of the game. He only ended up with 60 passing yards and 1 touchdown. But that's all it took, ladies and gentlemen. Aaron Rodgers went 24 for 42. That is
that's bad.
I mean, there's really not much we could say here. The game was boring as hell. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I didn't really watch it too much. On to the next one, boys.
Bo Nix got his first receiving passing touchdown.
That is true. Congratulations, Bo Nix.
Congratulations. Move on. That's it. That's all we got to talk
about. All
right. He's still going on about this.
So the next game here, my boy E's Minnesota Vikings go into Green Bay and beat the ever-living dog snot out of Green Bay. Let me tell you something. The score will tell you something different, but the game was not even close. The game was 31-29, but the Vikings were beating them to a pulp, and it was, again, another case of a team taking a comfortable lead this year and going on a nasty cruise control. Take it away, brother.
I was going to point that shit out. Obviously, first half, I'm going to start out how I've been saying it every week so far. Super impressed with my guys. But in all honesty, our defense looked great. Again, takeaways, key takeaways, especially at the end of the game, 2 back-to-back. We look good running the ball. Aaron Jones has definitely shook the rust off. He's been doing great.
What?
Justin Jefferson doing his thing. We had Addison back, which I tried to tell y'all when he came back, it was on change shit. He came out. I regretted not starting him in one of my fantasy leagues. I'm like, damn, I didn't want to have Jefferson and him starting. Ate those words. But in all honesty, I'm really liking my team. We're playing confident. We're playing smart. Kevin O'Connell is playing great. He got great play calling. Flores is doing great play calling, disguising defenses perfectly, which he's been doing that. That's why I was excited when we got him to begin with. But I for once in a long time, I'm excited to, turn because I'm excited every week, every Sunday just because my team's playing, but to actually see him putting everything together for once and actually playing complete ball, because we've had great defenses, but our offense has been slack. Or we've had great offenses, but our defense has been slack. For once, we have a complete team, and that's a beautiful thing to watch. And I'm excited to see that we hit power ranking number 1 for the first time ever in my lifetime.
So,
but yeah, I'm super excited, man.
Here's my question here, Jordan Love. What is our take on Jordan Love? All right, I'll read you the stat line here, and you guys tell me what you think. Jordan Love went 32 for 54. Had 389 yards, 4 touchdowns, but 3 interceptions. How do we feel with that?
Here's my thing with him. Here's the thing I respect about him, first of all. He didn't give up. That's respectable.
Hey, he was playing hurt.
And on top of that, you have a Minnesota defense that has been known this year for sacks. We were leading the league with getting 5 to 6 sacks a game. We only got 1 on him. But he had pressure the entire game. So he was evading sacks while hurt and still being able to make plays in the second half. First half, they all looked frustrated. The receivers looked frustrated, and you can see them shaking their heads and getting angry. But the second half, he fought back. It shows me he has character, and he doesn't let the game get into his head. He still finds a way to make it happen. So for me to say this about the Packers, obviously they're a rival, but I respect his game. Do I think that he's the super fucking crazy caliber quarterback? No, I still not convinced on that, but he has heart, and I respect that.
I agree, Rig. They should have waited before giving him all that money. I agree. I think Green Bay became too one-dimensional that game. It was very easy to predict that they were going to go pass because they fell behind so hard. Their top running back had 51 rushing yards. He only carried the ball 9 times. That's not good.
They should have used him more. He's a good running back. He's a good tool. I think they should have used him more. Right.
And when you become now, don't get me wrong, they had Wilson rush for 8 carries and 27 yards, but it's not a lot of attempts to rush. You become very one-dimensional, and it's very easy for teams to know what you're going to do, and that's how he got picked off 3 times. First, adequate pressure from the defense, adequate pressure from the defensive line to make him rush to make stupid mistakes because he is a younger quarterback. Mm-hmm. And second, it's just easier to pick up on it because if you're going pass, Sorry, the beer's hitting me a little bit.
What you drinking?
I got Dos Equis on sale for it was a pack of Dos Equis for 12 of them for like $8. I was like, yeah, I can't beat this. So when you become one-dimensional, man, it's so easy for a defensive coordinator or anybody defensively to really scheme against you and figure out what they need to do. And that's how you throw 3 interceptions. You know what I'm saying? And you make it easy for a team to keep that lead. Again, the defense, I can say, never gave up, but they were just out there too long because towards the end of the game, I felt like the offense was going 1, 2, 3 out, 1, 2, 3 out. And it was kind of like what my Ravens did against the Cowboys. So
Sam Darnold's looking like a whole other player, man. He really is. Here's my thing. He has an offensive line that's giving him time. And he's always had an arm. Nobody's ever denied the fact that the man can throw. But he has time and he's confident right now. And I don't care what you say, a confident quarterback, no matter the skill set or not, is going to always play better. No matter if you have a super talented guy that he might be able to make plays, but yeah, exactly.
False.
But
that fucking statement was false as fuck. If I had a flag right now, I'd throw it at your face. I'd throw it at your face.
Oh, here you go.
A confident quarterback, quarterback that has time is going to be better than somebody that has talent that's getting constant pressure.
I agree.
Just saying.
I agree.
Aaron Rodgers.
But I will also I don't know. My thing about the whole
Deuce, you look
when
hurt.
they go,
he just want to get muted.
my thing too, though, with the whole thing is like with when you're playing from behind, they started being predictable too early in the game. They had plenty of time to still run the ball and get back into the game. They started relying heavily on the passing 100%. Way too early, and that threw them out of the game because, like Coach said, when you become predictable and you have a team right now that's known for putting pressure on the quarterback, you're not going to get good results at all.
Not at all.
No. Hey, I'll tell you what though, that JJ catch was really nice. You think that's one of the top catches of the year? Our candidate at least?
Was insane.
I wouldn't say top catches, but I definitely think it's a good one.
There's more to come. It's only week 4. There's more to come.
Maybe for the week. I wouldn't say for the year so far.
Yeah, it's still early. This season's still young.
All right, we'll bump over to the next game, and it was the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Colts. That was an interesting game. I said if you have to rely on Justin Fields last week, I said if you have to rely on Justin Fields to be the throwing quarterback, you will struggle. Now, Fields didn't do bad per se. He went 22 for 34, 312 passing yards, which is a great game, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. But when you have to rely on Fields, for whatever reason, I can't explain it. Don't come at me, Steelers fans. I don't know why it never comes through. Indianapolis Colts, Anthony Richardson gets hurt, and Joe Flacco steps in and pulls the game out.
Old man Flacco.
Flacco ain't been bad though.
Yeah,
he's been coming off the fucking backup every team he goes to, and just comes out and just starts fucking balling. Like
he handles shit, bro. He's a handling ass.
He hasn't lost it.
Here's my question: is what do you mean flag? He went 16.
No. Flag a deuce.
Oh,
for what? What did I do?
You said he's a raggedy ass quarterback.
Who?
Joe Flacco.
Flacco?
Yes.
I just said he was a dog.
Oh, who'd you say was a raggedy ass quarterback then?
I didn't hear
I'm bugging it.
I didn't even say the words raggedy ass. Where did that come from, dog? Where did that come from?
I'm tweeting.
That is usually
your ass with it, bro.
So here's my
take
here. You usually would say something like that. So I mean,
yeah, he was just expecting me to say something.
Anyways, all right. What's your take?
Here's my take. Is Anthony Richardson the new RG3? Has a high ceiling.
I can see it.
The kid can play the ball, and he can sling it, and he can move. But he's hurt again.
His body is made of wet toilet paper.
do we have an update on Richardson? Like, what is going on with him? Can somebody pull it up before we start going into this? Because I want to know, is he the new RG3?
I'm looking right now. Give me a second. Give your takes first. I'll keep looking.
I think that we got to give this season a little bit more time before we give somebody the RG3 title.
I mean, last year he got hurt and he was done for the season.
Yeah.
This year,
but at least RG3 played a whole season. He got hurt in the wild card round when he played in 2013.
Sean Dalton says RG3 has a better IQ. Interesting. Okay, I like that take, Sean. I like that take.
I'm seeing.
What I'm talking about, Sean, is injury wise, right? The ability. They both have They both have like the ability to be great quarterbacks, but because their game relies so heavy on them running, and they just don't know how to lay down. They want to get clobbered. That they eventually destroy themselves, you know. So that's like what that's my take on it. I'm not comparing like them as far as like quarterback IQ and all that.
I think that I think that it has it's definitely a fair point. I think that with RG3's case though, it was like he had a lot more hype around him. So I think that kind of played into it a little bit more. Where you could be 100% correct right now, and he just doesn't have as much hype as RG3 did at the time, so it doesn't play off the same.
I don't know. He has pretty decent hype because he's
got hype, but it's not RG3.
But my thing is, he's got a guy like Jonathan Taylor. Like, hey, let him get the bumps and bruises, and you dive down, or lay down. This isn't college anymore. You don't got to fight for that extra yard, bro.
That's the problem with any of those mobile quarterbacks. Like sometimes, like just you got to understand that the NFL hits harder. It's not the same. Yeah, you got to learn to slide. And I think Deuce talked about it. Fucking slide. Like they don't. None of them do it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like just learn that you have to put yourself on the ground before you get clobbered.
True. Anthony Richard injury is not super serious. He looks like he's on track to play. It's only Tuesday. He's only on track to play on Sunday. They play the Jaguars on Sunday.
That's a game they need to win, to be honest.
Yeah, 100%. I could honestly, I could see the Colts losing that game. Division game, you know, anything could happen. I mean, the Jags came that close last weekend, so I could see the Jags, you know, coming out of nowhere this weekend.
Yeah, because the Colts. I mean, I guess you know, like you said, it's a division game. It's a division game. Jaguars are coming off of a close win against a division, so they're going to come out firing on all cylinders. So you got to be careful. Do not let do not go to sleep, because that division isn't that strongest, right? Tennessee's on a down year. Jacksonville, for whatever reasons, on a down year. And right now it's the Texans, and then Indianapolis Colts are like right there behind them. So my thing is, do you rush back or do you just chill? You know, so.
Well, and also they're playing 2 games back to back in London after they leave after this week.
It's trash.
Fucking red.
Becoming the London Jaguars, right?
Beans and toast. Fuck.
Seriously.
Fuck.
Beans and toast.
How the fuck can we survive on beans and toast?
Fuck. Living off of rations and shit. Like a gourmet meal, man. That's rations. What? All right, here we go. On to the next game. Rams, Bears. Bears come out with a win against the Rams, 24-18. What do we got, boys?
I think the Rams are they're hopeless without Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. Thankfully, they have a good run game in Kyron Williams, and I mean, I don't think Blake Corum hasn't done much, but
they got Ronnie Rivers. Ronnie Rivers was 6 for 26 yards, and then Williams was 19 for 94 yards, so he did pop off a little bit, almost 100.
Oh yeah, I think if they didn't have Kyron Williams, they would be absolute dog water. So, but yeah, there's still gonna be hope. They're still hopeless without. I think as well, they're really missing the presence of Aaron Donald. I think we talked about it a couple episodes ago.
Rig.
Here we go. Here we go. Even I don't know. Caleb Williams still didn't look that great.
No, I mean
17 for 23, 157 and a touchdown.
He's not that great. Now.
Okay, hold on. That's not bad. That's not that bad.
Okay, but it's not that bad, but it's not like exciting.
It's average. It's fucking middle of the fucking road.
It's mid.
Right, but I mean he only missed what 6 passes. So I mean it's not a bad average for him. I mean he's not batting at a bad average and he's still got a tutty. Is it enough to win? Absolutely not. That's a terribly low yards, but at the same time you got to go back and you got to look at what the average pass was. I doubt he had big passes down the field. DeAndre Swift finally did something. For the love of God, he did something for the Bears, 72 rushing yards. But I mean, 93 rushing yards, and then he had 72 reception yards. He was their number one receiver. He was the number one player.
It really hurt because DJ Moore and Keenan Allen are 2 solid wide receivers, and they're just not getting the job done.
But Matt, it goes to show what the game plan is. If you look at their plays, right? Keenan Allen, 3 for 19. I guarantee you none of those passes were deep passes. I guarantee you those are 3-yard passes, and that player had to make the rest of those yards. Go and look at DJ Moore, 3 passes, 3 receptions, 22 yards. Again, these guys have to do all the work to get these yards. The Bears' offense is freaking childish. I don't even know how else to explain it right now. I'm blanking out, but it is so simple. Again, it's a short pass receiver. Go make up for the rest of it. It's easy.
Yeah, it's too predictable. I think that's the perfect word to describe it.
Oh, I agree. 100%, Riggs. The Vikings defense will destroy Williams. He won't have any time. He'll get frustrated. He'll chip a nail, and then he'll get off the field.
I think the other thing that why Caleb Williams had a decent game is because he didn't have Aaron Donald down his throat. Believe me, if Aaron Donald was there, oh my God, it'd be a different story.
Oh yeah, Aaron Donald's
he's a fucking refrigerator, bro. Like he's a refrigerator coming at you.
That is somebody you have to plan against.
Yep,
you have to plan against the team, and then you have to plan against him. All right, moving on. Anybody else got anything else on that?
It's just gonna be a long season for the Rams.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Fuck you, bro.
Philadelphia. It's just a fact. It's the way you said it.
Wait a second.
You looked at him when you said it.
Yeah. God damn it. He knows how to push my motherfucking buttons. God damn.
Tampa Bay beats
the dog shit.
Beats the Eagles 33-16. What do you got?
It was rough to watch, bro. It was rough to watch. And I'm gonna break it down for y'all real quick because I've been on the it ain't Hurts. He got this, bro. I watched him play MVP ball in the bowl. I got faith in the guy. I haven't seen that Jalen Hurts since his rookie fucking year, bro. I'm over it. I'm fucking over it. I'm not throwing the guy under the bus yet, but I'm sick of the fact that his favorite dessert is turnovers, bro. I'm sick of the fact that man can't hold the fucking ball in his hands and get hit. I'm sick of the fact that he just fucking will wing the fucking pass knowing damn well it's double coverage. I'm fucking over it. I'm fucking sick of the fact that he'll drop back and stand there for 25 seconds and fuck before he passes the ball. Bro, either fucking pass it or move. I feel like we're at the point where Jalen Hurts' run threat is fucking that stock is dropping real fucking low. It's real low. Bro, listen, I'm fucking sick, bro.
No, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That line was that was bars, bro.
Bro, I'm sick, bro. Bro, I'm fucking sick of it because at the end of the day, bro, when I'm watching fucking Baker Mayfield drop back and throw the pass out within a second, boom, boom, hitting the fucking outside, hitting the outside. It's fucking insane to me that we didn't press fucking coverage, dog. Not one single time. We're so worried about getting hit over the top that, oh, we're just going to let this guy fucking make 5-yard passes all fucking game. Bro, he looked like Baker Mayfield. At this point, bro, watching my Eagles lose in the playoffs last year in Tampa in the stands, and then go ahead and watch us go back to Tampa and get our ass beat. I just feel at this point like playing in Tampa is our kryptonite, dog. Like, I don't fucking know what to say. On top of that, we didn't have a fucking receiver to pass it to. Then Reed Blankenship gets fucking sent out of the game because he got too hot. Motherfuckers throwing up. I'm over it, bro.
I missed that part.
Bro. I'm over it. So
are you happy you didn't go to that game?
So can I? All right, can we? I want to talk about. I do want to talk about some highlights from your boys, right? I'm not going to completely dog your Eagles, right? The only person I do think deserves the dogging is the guy that you're going after right now, Jalen Hurts. He went 18 for 30, 158 yards, no interceptions, 1 touchdown. That's not enough. That is not.
How many turnovers though? He fumbled the ball twice.
Well, okay, it doesn't show fumbles; it just shows interceptions. So if you fumble the ball twice, that's not good. You're low on the turnover rate. I think the one piece that you can confidently be happy with, I think, is Saquon Barkley. Man, he almost hit 100 yards. He was 10 for 84. He did his thing.
Coach,
right?
We're not running him on first down.
I don't understand that.
We're waiting until third and 56 to run that.
And I know this goes back. That's a basic football. Shut up. It works, right? You rush the ball on the first down because now you can scheme to what yardage you have, right? Let's say I run Saquon Barkley and he gets me 5 yards. Now it really opens up the playbook. Damn, coach can go deep here. Coach can go short here. Coach can go for another run. It really throws off teams. If you're going out there immediately, because you can tell you only had 20 rushing attempts the whole game. 20 rushing attempts. Now you
team
can
with
go
fucking receivers,
right? And realistically, it's hey, if you're not rushing Saquon Barkley like that, he's popping off. What is that? That's 10 for 84 yards. That's 8 yards per carry. Are you kidding me? I'm rushing him. So
I feel great about Saquon. I do. But at the same time, if we're not going to utilize him in the proper fucking way, then it doesn't even make sense to have him. What the fuck? You might as well give him somebody that can fucking use him, that will use him. Because
it makes me wonder how much what's his name? Smitty. How big of an impact he was on your team, because it's not looking. Yeah.
It's huge. But look at the fucking win-loss ratio when we have AJ and when we don't have AJ. That's bad enough. Then we lose fucking Devontae on top of it. It's fucked, bro. We're fucked. We got Jahan Dotson and fucking Dallas Goedert that they know we're going for now. So double coverage all over Dallas Goedert.
He still popped off those seven receptions for 62 yards.
That's all we got, bro. He has to at this point. That's all we got.
All right, let's jump over to the Buccaneers.
Hold on 1 second, though. Hold on. So the whole thing comes down to your profile picture.
Fire Siri, I'm 100% for it. At the end of the day, when do you step in? My thoughts on that is I'm sick of these weird ass fourth and fucking 16 go for it's over that shit. I'm over the fucking fact that you don't step in when the fuck you need to. At what point would you step in and say, hey, Fangio, how about we fucking press some coverage? They're fucking eating us up on the outside. How about we press some coverage? Now, Vic Fangio should kind of just take that upon himself, and these players should take it upon themselves as well. They have the ability to go ahead and press coverage when they need to.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Vic Fangio is a great defensive coordinator.
I'm not mad at Vic, bro. I think he's still trying to figure out what the fuck he had, the tools he has to use, especially with all the fucking nonsense. I'd like to see Cooper DeJean in there, bro. I would. Seeing fucking Reed Blankenship go out though, I was sick. At that point, I was so over it, dog. I fucking left the game on and put on Monster Hunter on the second fucking screen, dog. I was over it.
You really did. He messaged us and said, I'm on Monster Hunter. Split screening if anybody wants to join. I don't have that luxury. I'm not bougie like that.
Missed tackles. TJ, thank you. Fuck yes. We had 15 of them bitches, bro. Because motherfuckers ain't wrapping up. Motherfuckers is jumping off their feet too early. Motherfuckers is, bro. And then the motion they had, they were fucking Maddox up, bro. That motion they had going, bro, he had to fucking fight his way through the fucking defense to get over there. By that time, they got 5 yards, bro. They were fucking us up all over the field, bro. And there's no excuses for that shit. But fire Sirianni, because honestly, I'm fucking done with him. And I tried not to throw him under the bus for the longest, bro. I tried. And now I'm not throwing Hurts under the bus just yet, but I'm sick of the turnovers. I'm sick of the smug aura, dog. That fucking bro, give me some type of expression, dog. Show me that it fucking matters to you, dog. Fuck.
It always looks so nonchalant. Like
it's right. It don't fucking matter. It does fucking matter, bitch.
All right, so let's jump over to the other side here. Baker Mayfield is gonna make me eat my words.
You better put your fist in your mouth, coach.
No, hey, look, all I said was he starts off hot. He kind of flopped last week. He popped off this week. Let's see if he can keep it going. That's a good take on Bill Jones, man. He said he don't care. He got his bag.
He didn't. He's not one of these guys that got that fucking bag immediately. He got a decent bag immediately, but he's not one of these guys that got the next year bag. And he deserved it, honestly. So I can't even say that. Bro. He's been that way fucking his second year. He's been like this. So that's what I'm kind of at the point where, like, if he doesn't produce over these next 3-4 weeks, bro, I will throw that man under the bus too.
So what's our take on Baker Mayfield? Is the jury out week 4? What are we jumping on the Baker Mayfield train, or are we still skeptical?
Because I think that he really has some type of power over the Eagles in Tampa. I really believe that, bro. I watched it in person, and then I watched it again, dog. And I fucking watched it again, dog. There's some type of fucking mind games, and I get it. It was like 110 degrees in Tampa. I get it. I get that they're conditioned to play here. I fucking totally get that. They're not. Get it. But at the same time, bro, you play there every year. You play in Florida every year. At some point, you got to say, oh, I got to get used to the fucking heat. Let me go fucking train down there and shit. Let me go make sure I can fucking acclimate myself to some type of heat. Get down here early. Run some laps, dog. Fucking throw up on doing laps. I don't know what to tell you, but don't wait until the game to start puking and shit.
All right. Well, here's a rundown on the Buccaneers schedule from this year. Buccaneers beat a Commanders team that is doing actually really well, surprisingly. Then they go and play the Lions, beat the Lions. It's a strong team.
It's a good team.
They lose to the Broncos. In Detroit, yeah. They lose to the Broncos. That was a weird game. Badly, embarrassingly, actually.
Yeah, that was bad.
And then you go in and you beat the Eagles. Their next 2 games, hold on, timeout. Their next 4 games are extremely tough. You play the Falcons, which is a rival. You play the Saints, which is another rival division game. Then you play the Ravens, and then you play the Falcons again. They're kind of in a gauntlet here.
Games, bro, is going to make or break. And like I thought, I'm not even going to put a ticket in on Baker Mayfield. I'll say that I know that he whoops our ass. I don't know what he does for the rest of the league. He whoops our ass. So I'm going to take it over the next 4 weeks, and we're going to see it. I'm going to give you my ticket at the end of that 4th game.
I think it's too early. I think it's still. I think it's too early for a lot of shit, dude. Like to say, "Oh, this is the end all be all. This is it. It's the alpha." You know what I mean? Like,
one takeaway I'm going to say about the Eagles game is we do go into a bye week. We're going to come back. We're going to have AJ back. I don't know if Devontae is going to be back for that. I think we see the Browns the following week.
Yeah, it's Browns at home.
Lane Johnson's going to be back. That's a huge fucking problem itself, right, on our offense. If Lane's not in, bro, Jalen just doesn't have time. So those 3 key players right there hopefully are back by the time we see the Browns. And even if Devontae's still sitting down, I can feel way more comfortable. Only thing I'm worried about now is our defense. It's inconsistent. We stopped the fucking Saints like hell. We demolished the Saints in terms of defense, but then our defense didn't show the fuck up the next week. I don't get it. I don't like the inconsistency. It just pisses me off.
How do you like Bill's take here? It says Todd Bowles has the Eagles number. That's my opinion. I kind of almost agree with it.
Bro, I'm not mad at it.
Schemed right. He's got it schemed right against y'all right now.
I'm not mad at it, bro.
Can I hop in?
Go for it, brother.
I think Baker has a lot of weapons to throw to. He has Mike Evans, a top receiver.
The best. One of the best.
He has Chris Godwin, still a great receiver.
Amazing.
Cade Otton, number 1 somewhere else.
Godwin is a
Cade Otton, a great tight end, a very underrated tight end for sure. People just oversee.
They got his team, bro.
And then they got Sterling Shepard. People don't realize they have Sterling Shepard as well. I mean, I know he's made of wet toilet paper, but still, when he's healthy, he's great. He is absolutely great.
I'll say I actually heard a thing of Tom Brady was talking about like the teams that were contacting him before he made the move. And he actually did say that one of the reasons why he picked Tampa was because of their receiving core. Because he knew he had a solid receiving.
My last take on this fucking game, bro. Because the most frustrating thing watching that game wasn't the way the Eagles played. It wasn't Jalen Hurts turning over the fucking ball. It wasn't our defense not pressing coverage. It was hearing Tom Brady the entire fucking time call that game, suck the fucking dick off of all his fucking Tampa Bay players, dog. It fucking drove me fucking insane. Don't have that motherfucker cover any Tampa game. Don't have that fucking cover any motherfucking New England games. We don't want to hear it, dog. I don't want to hear biased fucking fuck him. Fuck you, Tom Brady. No, fuck that. Get rid of him.
Hey,
I would rather him talk about Raider too.
Oh my god,
that was the most frustrating thing, bro. He was jerking him off.
Time out. How you think I had to listen to him commentate the first 3 weeks of the Cowboys, bro?
Bro,
hey.
I swear to God, he jerked off Mike Evans both hands and feet, dog. Both hands and feet, dog.
For those of y'all listen. For those of y'all that are listening, hey, please like, share, subscribe, do all that, and also go on our TikTok because that will definitely be a clip.
Definitely making
Oh god.
He's really like he didn't stop him at any given point. Like, bro, this is biased. You shouldn't be doing that.
Man,
he just kept sucking him off, mouthful of jizz, sucking him off. Fuck Tom Brady. And I'm so glad the only ring we got is over that stupid bitch. Fuck you, Tom Brady.
Oh my god, yo.
No,
I'm fucking for real. Tears, bro.
No, hey, but for real, tell us how you really feel.
That's how. Put me on the line to check the test.
Hey, Coach. One last thing. I know we got to get moving.
Yeah, go for it.
Man.
The NFC South minus the Panthers is going to be really exciting down to the wire. I mean, you got the Bucks who are they're playing stellar right now. You got the Falcons who people are sleeping on right now, which I think they're going to be a couple other things. Then they got it really going for them. The Saints. Okay, we'll get on the Saints here in a second. I mean, I don't sleep on the Saints though.
No, that's the most stacked division right now, bro.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
Oh, 100%. That or the NFC North, even the NFC North,
and the newly revised Carolina Panthers, you can't really sleep on.
That's true.
Outside of their defense being kind of the Carolina they're scoring.
They got a couple little pieces they got to fix, and then they're rocking and rolling.
But here's the thing with the Carolina Panthers. I hate to go right back over there, right? Here's the thing with the Carolina Panthers. They are no longer predictable, right? Before, it was Bryce Young. We know he can't throw the ball. He's not going to complete it. He can't see over the freaking countertop, right? The team's going to run. No, the team is no longer predictable. You got the Red Rocket or the Red Rifle.
Red Rifle, yeah.
That's what I call the Red Rocket. You got him slinging the ball, and you got somebody that can run the ball. I mean, it's they're back to being a full team. Now they just need their defense to stop.
So much for the 45-cent tickets.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I was gonna fly us all up there for the Panther. We can just meet up and shoot content at the Panthers game.
Rick says he still needs to use a car seat. I agree. All right, on to the next game. On to the next one. 49ers beat the Patriots. Cool. Nobody cares. Next game.
That's cool. You can move on.
Give him a golf clip. Give him a golf clip.
I mean, everybody golf clap.
Way to go, San Fran.
Brisket, terrible. That's about the end of that. Brock Purdy, he did okay. It was Mason that carried the team with 123 rushing yards.
He's been fucking balling, bro.
He's balling out right now.
Fucking me in the ass for Chris McCaffrey being out.
Whoa, bro. Whoa.
Things going on at this episode.
That's that Cowboy shit.
Hey,
that's that Cowboy
shit. Oh my god!
Apparently, you guys went to a tea party.
It might be a Diddy clip.
Hey yo, I got some. Let's get through these games first. I got some shit to think about Diddy, yo.
Bottom dog. You know how funny that would be if Diddy popped up slyly from the back and man.
I can make it happen.
And you just see Deuce doing what he was doing.
I can make it happen, bro.
Nothing exciting. I didn't give a shit about this game. I knew the Niners were gonna win, so move on.
All right, to a more exciting game. Actually, I thought it would be closer. First, I thought it would be closer. This is the team that I think I'm most disappointed in this year. Is the freaking Cardinals?
Sorry,
they are
Daniel.
so wishy-washy, up and down. That is the most unpredictable team over the Bears with Caleb Williams.
Year, bro.
Every year.
Every year.
You get beat to sleep. Commanders 42, Cardinals 14. We need to start talking about how legitimate these Commanders are. I know we got two people.
I tried to say that in the studio earlier, and dude shot me down immediately.
I know we need to. Hey.
Early. Didn't you just say it was too early to do anything? Didn't you say about 30 seconds ago? What the fuck?
And I did say this too, that they're not going to stay on the top of the division. But I definitely think that
absolutely not. Oh, the hell no.
Who's going to the top, man? Who's going to the top?
Not y'all. Not y'all.
Tell me.
Not y'all.
It must be.
Not y'all.
If it ain't the Eagles,
you're crazy, bro. It's turning a Deuce 2.0. Coach is turning a Deuce 2.0, bro.
Look, I'll give you guys the Commanders 4 pass games. And now looking at this, I'm not too impressed with them, but they still have put up some decent numbers.
Daniels, bro. And this is coming from me, bro. I'll tell you straight up. Jaden Daniels is a problem, but the way he plays could be a problem for himself. He's a problem.
Exactly.
And I'm not going to undersell that guy at all. His completion percentage is like 82% or some shit like that.
It's stupid.
It's fucking wild.
It's crazy.
Now the way he plays could be potentially a problem for him. If he stays healthy all year, we're going to be fighting with the Commanders. Definitely not the Cowboys.
All right,
shut the fuck up, bro.
So look, listen. Here are the first games. You had the Commanders go in and lose to the Buccaneers. They go 0-1. Everybody's like, "Oh, Commanders are back again." Losing again. Then they beat the Giants 21-18. Then they beat the Bengals 38-33, and then they beat the snot out of the Cardinals 42-14. What this tells me is they're gaining momentum as they're playing. I'm kind of excited to see what's going to happen. Jaden, he's doing his
real
thing.
quick, Coach. So you said it was Bengals, Giants. So they beat teams that aren't necessarily top half.
Right, you're correct. They're not crazy, but I guess we'll figure out what team we're talking about here, because their next two games they play the Browns, which is another struggling team, but it is a division game, and then they come and play the Ravens, and that's where we'll truly see.
Browns is not a division game.
Wait, say
my bad. Sorry. My bad.
Yeah, get that one on TikTok. Get Coach on TikTok saying that. It's gonna be a wrap.
How about a second? You guys are literally talking about. You guys are literally talking about some weird stuff, and my take was a crazy one. Okay, you can put that on TikTok. Nevertheless, nevertheless, they play a Browns team that is struggling, but they're not bad.
The Ravens are going to be a test.
The Ravens is a big test.
But Washington could do some Washington stuff. They could easily just lose it. They could beat the snot out of the Cardinals, but they could easily just turn around and just lose an easy one to the Browns.
Here's my thing with the Commanders. For once, their offense is what's looking like the shining part of their team. It's all for the last years. It's been the defense that keeps them in everything.
100%.
For once, their
barely
kind of, and they're right now their defense is shaky.
Rivera was a good coach. He's a good defensive coach. That's all he was.
I just think that right now, for once, they have an offense that can put points on the board. If they can get their defense behind it, you're talking about another complete team. But that's the thing. Jaden has to stay healthy, and their defense has to start being a little bit better. If they do that, they're gonna be tough for anybody.
What Bill said down there, as long as Jaden gets his protection, he's straight. If they keep, I don't know if you can pop it up real quick. I don't know if you did pop it up again. if Jaden gets his protection, he's straight.
I'm not worried about him getting hurt in the pocket, bro. I'm worried about him getting hurt when he takes off.
Out. Yeah.
Right. That's what I was gonna highlight on.
Forward. He goes forward. He doesn't slide. He goes forward.
He rolls and shit, bro. Like he'll fucking somersault.
He's gonna end up doing that shit. Somebody's gonna land on top of him. He's gonna drive his shoulder into the ground. He's gonna fuck his stuff up.
So
or his leg.
It's not going to happen until November 14th is when he sees one of y'all's team, which is going to be you, Deuce, down here.
Oh, we're fucking.
He sees the Eagle November 14th, and then the next week they see the Cowboys. So that's a little bit of a gauntlet themselves. They don't have a really their first few games are pretty easy, but after that, that's a tough little schedule they got going.
The schedule you want as a rookie quarterback, though. Either you kind of want to be tested early on in the season so you can get them jitters out. You don't kind of want that easy first 4 weeks, 5-6 weeks. You don't want that.
I would want that because I want to get my confidence up.
But you build false confidence, bro. That's not good confidence. That's false confidence, bro.
But sometimes confidence, period, just makes a difference. Whether it's, it might be false to everybody, but I mean, now him getting hit's going to be different. When he goes against the defense, that's going to put that fucking smack on him.
Everybody confident you get punched in the mouth.
Here, yeah. I wanted to jump in as well. You already highlighted it. My take was going to be he's Jaden, not just Jaden Daniels. Everyone's got to stay healthy on that team. They're a cursed team.
They're the only team that's been fucking like they avoided the fucking injury plague, bro. Like we're all fucking struggling out here. Somehow Washington just avoids the injury.
Yeah. Okay, that's true. I thought they had one injury, but I think they're gonna be fine.
Who got injured today?
No, I'm bugging. I thought it was someone on Washington.
Say if they did have an injury, it wasn't.
No, they definitely like won the injury free contest this week. Yeah, I mean the Browns thing. Yeah, they could come I feel like teams that come around win a huge game, they usually turn around and kind of go in cruise mode, and then the Browns are struggling right now, as we all know. So I wouldn't sleep on the Browns. I think they could easily come out of nowhere. I know they just lost to the Raiders. We'll get to that in a second, but I wouldn't sleep on that game for sure. I wouldn't call it a walk in the park.
Yeah. All right, well, I mean, look, at the end of the day, bro, I'm not no fucking. I'm a hater for real. But at the same time, like they playing ball, bro. I can't fucking.
I tell you what, Terry McLaurin, he's a baller right now.
He's always a baller, bro.
Yeah, 7 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown. If him and Daniels can get good chemistry, so yeah. Who? Me or Deuce?
Deuce.
I mean, I'm a hater too.
No.
I forgot you're a hater. You're a fucking Eagles fan. I forgot. Coach,
right, on to the next game. We got the Chiefs versus the Chargers. Chiefs win that by another skin of their teeth.
I watched that game.
Go ahead,
let me take this one.
The reason to have a tinfoil hat on this week. I'll save it.
Yeah, we're a clean week from having to wear the foil hat. Listen, I think the biggest thing coming out of this week was losing Rashee Rice. That was a huge blow to their team.
How does Mahomes feel? Because he was the one that did it.
What a dickhead! He's a fucking dickhead. He took my number one fucking receiver out of my fucking team. Fuck him. Fuck him. God damn.
I just wonder what that feels like from his perspective. You know what I mean? Like how you would feel like that's crazy. And obviously it wasn't on purpose, but still, like to feel that pain, like that's crazy,
bro. Why are
I don't know about y'all like playing sports? I've heard a teammate on accident in practice, and that shit it just feels different, bro.
You know why he threw his body that way, bro? Because it was coming off that pick he just threw. He wanted his revenge back, and he took it out on his own fucking player, bro. What the fuck? Don't tackle if you don't know how to, bro. Don't do it.
Matt, give us the stats. What do you got? You watched it. What do you got?
Yeah. So we'll talk about the Chiefs first. Mahomes, it just wasn't wasn't too great of a game for him. I mean, in stat wise, yes, it was a good. He did just fine. He didn't just look comfortable, and I really think it has to do with the division games. Division games are never easy. Mahomes went 19 for 29, 245 yards, a touchdown and interception. I tell you what, that interception was crazy because that's the play that he hurt Rashee Rice. He just didn't look comfortable the whole game. We got to see Kareem Hunt again return after being away from the Chiefs for 6 years.
We're losing Matt here.
Am I back?
Let me take over while Matt catches up real quick.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Just hold on. Let me
know when I'm good.
Let your stuff catch up real quick, and I'll take over for a second. I found it very interesting that Travis Kelce had struggled all the way up until this day, right? To the point where the team had to make T-shirts for the man. Like, what kind of baby shit is this? Half of the team was wearing T-shirts with Travis Kelce all over it. And then all of a sudden, now he gets 7 receptions for 89 yards.
I think there's an underlying thing, bro. I don't think it's just Travis Kelce not playing like Travis Kelce. I think so. I think that there's something going on, bro. I think because there's been times like Travis has been open and he's ignored it. I don't know, dog. I feel like there's something more to it. Like we're never gonna find out, but I swear there's got to be something more to it. I bet you Taylor and fucking Mahomes' wife weren't getting along or some shit. It's got to be some dumb shit, dog. I guarantee there's something else, bro. The man's been open. It's not like he hasn't been running his routes. He's been running his fucking routes. I've watched him be open and I've watched him be ignored.
I really hate that every time they mention the Kansas City Chiefs it's always Chiefs and something with Taylor Swift. Like, I'm sorry, as a Kansas City fan, Jones, Bill, holla at me, dog. Are you tired of hearing this chick's name? Like, I would. Like, we're talking about football here. Nobody cares about Taylor Swift, dude. I don't care if Lamar Jackson's with freaking Jennifer Lopez, dude. I don't care what your sex life is like, dude. I don't care.
Could you imagine?
It's a different thing when that person is bringing 200,000 more eyes onto the game.
What does that have to do?
I was about to say that's why I was waiting to say anything. But hold on a second. You gotta think about this. Think about this. The announcers and the commentators are hired by the network. The network is getting more viewers because T Swift keeps getting shown on the screen. So they're going to show the cameras. They're going to show her. They're going to talk about her because regardless if it's about football or not, to us, to the network, it's about how many views they get. And she brings in views because of who she is. All those little fangirls that wouldn't be watching football are watching it just because she's on the fucking screen. It sucks for football fans. But from a network standpoint, and a business standpoint, that's why
it's a moneymaker.
From a marketing standpoint,
that's why they're doing it.
I would love to actually see the numbers. I would love to actually see the numbers for that to be factual, because I cannot see I can maybe at peak, right at the beginning of the game, their peak audience was 13 million people. You cannot tell me, you cannot pay me. Matter of fact, you cannot pay me to tell me that those Swift fans are watching the entirety of that game. You cannot tell me that.
On the TV.
No,
just leave it on
I don't even think they're doing that, dude. There's no way that they're watching it for the entire time. Those numbers are 100% inflated. Those are the numbers at peak. Those are the numbers at when it first started or whatever. I'm sorry. If I gotta be a fan of a team and all they talk about is some stupid chick that sings some songs and is upstairs cheering every time the guy does something, I'm over it. I will stop watching that. I will stop watching the game.
From a football person's perspective, I get it.
Game. Just be glad you didn't have to watch a game where the commentator's sucking the dick of your ops. Just be glad.
Hey, at least Jim Nantz and Tony Romo aren't like sucking dick to Taylor Swift.
There's a lot of dick sucking going on in this episode.
Am I back 100%? By the way.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, you're good. No, bro.
Okay. All right. It was nice to see Kareem Hunt back after 6 years of being gone. Put up 14 carries, 69 yards. Hey, 69. That's a good number.
More dick sucking. Hey,
I know. With their running back situation, I think he brings. I think he still got it. I think he's not what he used to be, but he's okay for what they need. I think Carson Steele, who has a pet alligator at home, who apparently missed his 6 years wedding.
That too, bro. I'm fucking over it. That's fucking alligator. Fuck him.
Facts. But yes, y'all were talking about Travis Kelce just coming out of nowhere. Thank God, finally. Fantasy owners, I'm sure, are just have a size of relief. I mean, they play the Saints next Monday night. We'll get into that here shortly, but who knows what that's going to be like? Who knows if he could just totally flop again and have like 10 yards receiving?
Is it me or is it like a down year for these tight ends?
No, I agree. That's a I 100% agree.
I got Kelce for the first time ever, and I'm regretting it. Honestly.
Travis Kelce last year, number one fucking target for this guy the entire game, the entire season. So that's why I think there's more to it, because he didn't get targeted like that until Rashee Rice has fucking got his knee bent in like a fucking flamingo. It wasn't.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe because for once Mahomes had people to throw to, and now he's going to be back.
That's why I think Devontae Adams would be a perfect fit in there in Kansas City.
They're not going to trade him to a division.
I know they're not. But like they should have.
Don't do that.
That's it. It's not going to happen. I like that I see the odds of him getting what teams he's going to, and fucking Kansas City was on. I'm like, you got to be fucking out of your mind, dog.
Yeah, no,
they should have got D-Hop.
I don't want it, bro. I don't want that shit. I don't want to see the Chiefs do good. Period. Sorry, Bill. No offense. I can't stand it.
Sorry, Bill.
On the other side of the ball, the Chargers just look mid. They look like the Chargers. I mean, Harbaugh just, he's still trying to mix in there. He's still trying to get used to it. Herbert's mid at most. He had 16. He went 16 for 27.
He's still hurt.
Yeah, he is still hurt. I agree. He is still hurt. Ladd McConkey had a hell of a touchdown catch. That was a great catch. Yeah, Ladd McConkey. I know, right? The one thing that really caught my attention, both teams had these crazy turnovers. Just like they were just so like bizarre. I've never seen them before. Mahomes had that interception. I think it was Herbert or someone fumbled. I think one of the Chargers offensive players fumbled the ball. Somehow the Chiefs came out with it. So I think that was, low scoring game, 17-10. That was the final. Chiefs somehow pulled it off. I really thought they were going to lose for the longest time. But yeah, I think it's just they have it going for them right now.
Hey, easy, bro. Easy, bro.
Come on.
D always comes up big. I'm trying to tell you. What kind of episode is this, bro?
Where are we at, bro?
What's our theme here? What's our theme?
Hey, E.
Hey, you did say it was unfiltered and uncensored. Did you not?
It definitely is.
All right, everybody. It's been real.
It's been real. Me and E are gonna head on out.
That's all right. Me should go at it. That's cool.
Turn into a fucking ditty. Bro.
Oh yeah, you do get
bro. Easy dog. Easy dog.
Hey yo. All right. What was the last?
Let's power through. There's two boring games and 2 good games we can get out here. All right. Browns Raiders. Raiders beat the Browns 20-16. Who cares? I mean, it's the Raiders. Who cares? And it's the Browns. Who cares?
After the Raiders lost to the Panthers, who hadn't have a single win.
They got the trades open for him, so that's the biggest news coming out of that game.
You said
Devontae kind of shafted me in fantasy though.
What'd you say, Deuce?
Oh, I was just saying the biggest thing to come out of that game was the decision to put Davante Adams up for trade.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yep.
I mean, you got to get what you can because the guy just doesn't want to be there.
I was about to say, if you guys watch that Netflix, he doesn't want to.
He don't want to be there.
He has it. He only went there for Carr, and they got rid of him immediately.
All of our people in the community right now, everybody that's commenting, hey, look, we appreciate y'all. We love it. I love it. The banter, we talking shit. Hey, please do yourselves a favor and watch that series on Netflix, the receiver one. It is really phenomenal. Really you will respect Amon St. Brown so much more as a player. The kid has the people that were drafted ahead of him written down, and he has it memorized.
Yeah, but it's becoming a meme now. It's fucking hilarious.
Hold on, though. I will say this. I happened to stumble across a Davante Adams interview, and he did the same thing off top.
Right. So
maybe it's, you know what I mean? It's just somewhere competitive spirit. Like it's the ones that the elite guys that's competitive.
So definitely watch that receiver show.
It's really good.
Because you see Adams, and Adams is visibly upset that he is there. They are not doing anything for him. He feels like he's stuck in a rut, and I don't blame him, man. And he's not a bad receiver.
It's even worse this year than it was last year.
All right, I have one thing before you. I'll take the next game. I want each of you to give me the top 3 landing spots for Davante Adams. I want to start with Coach, so you can save your voice for this next for the next game.
All right, I got top 3 teams that could take him. I think Miami's definitely on that list.
Okay.
Miami should definitely be one of the top teams on that list. I see another Florida team being Jacksonville. Jacksonville, again, we talked about it earlier. They have nobody for him to throw to.
Yes, Christian Kirk is nobody.
Now, if you want to go to a team that's more established, that I could see you kind of fitting in and doing your thing, I can see it. I don't know. Let me think about that one. But those are my top 2.
Top 2? Okay, we'll come back. You can think about one more. E.
I think Jets is absolutely a place he could land. Get him back with Rodgers. They didn't end on bad terms. And I could see them doing that, making that trade.
I agree with Jets. That would be my 3rd.
Jets, okay.
Jets. I mean, if you think about it, I didn't see the list, so I don't even know who's on even the list that they even put on there probability wise. But
it wasn't even like it didn't even have to do with. It could just be literally just 3 teams.
Hey, don't worry about cap room. Don't worry about none of that shit.
Yeah, I'd say I could see the Bills making a push for it. The Bills because they need another star receiver. Losing Diggs,
they have nobody.
Allen's making shit work with Shakir or Shakur.
That's not saying a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Like. You give him a Davante Adams, that might be a whole different Bills offense, period.
True.
Let me think about my 3rd. I'm more coach on that. I'm gonna think about my 3rd.
Deuce.
I think he's going to the Jets, bro. If I had to put a percentage on it, it'd probably be like I'm 60%.
That's where I stopped at.
I think that's where he's going. But if I had to put 2 more, I think Jacksonville's a good spot. After that, I'd put honestly. I'm just gonna say New Orleans to go back with Derek Carr. So
I didn't think about that because that's
a good one.
That's why you wanted to go to the Raiders to begin with. I didn't even think about that either.
Definitely,
I'll put that as my 3rd. I like that.
There's just so many. Well, it's kind of hit or miss. You got to think about it. It's kind of hit or miss because there's some teams that like desperately need a wide receiver. Like Buffalo needs one, so I think Buffalo is definitely on my list. But then you all listed that I didn't think about it. You know, Jacksonville. We talked about earlier in the show. Jacksonville still needs a wide receiver. I'm hesitant about saying
Trevor Lawrence with a Davante Adams.
That is true. That is true.
I can't see Davante Adams in a Jacksonville uni. That's crazy.
That could be where their season turns around. Who knows? The only thing about Miami,
he's gonna make a difference anywhere. Period.
True. The only thing with Miami is
Go ahead.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you're good. The only thing with Miami is he's gonna be fighting for playing time with Reek and Jalen Waddle.
What? They don't got nobody to pass him the fucking ball.
Oh, okay, all right. He's gonna play over Waddle.
Okay. He's gonna be over Waddle first of all, and then
100%.
Reek. He's just he's that role player action. Miami does. I agree. Miami doesn't have a quarterback, but if you read 2 comments up, if I was to do like the perfect little trade, 100%. I thought about the same exact thing. Me and Bill are on the same page. Right now, you get a Russell Wilson
with not having a fucking quarterback. That'd be the last thing he does. It's like fuck it, yeah, let's sign up.
You get a Russell Wilson over there, and then you get Devontae Adams, and that team all of a sudden turns into kind of something deadly. Because I don't even think Russell Wilson can fuck this up. You short passes to Reek, let it happen.
It'd be hard, bro. It'd be hard.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna
Russell. I think for sure that would work out. But if they just say fuck it, let me grab another wide receiver, like that's worked. The fucking bro, come on now. They keep doing that. It's not working, dog. Right. Don't do that anymore.
It's gonna pay me to say this, but I think the last team I think on my list would be Pittsburgh. I think George Pickens is their number 1 wide receiver right now.
He's great.
Kind of just have that. Yeah, I mean he's great. This I think there's 1 or 2 leagues he's like on waivers still. So
it pays me because Pittsburgh at the same exact time. That's crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So I mean, you never know. We'll just time will only tell. So there's that. Coach Saul. Baltimore Ravens take a beating on the Buffalo Bills, 35-10. Let me go through some stats real quick before we get Coach's take on this. Josh Allen.
Hold on.
Sorry, the Ravens. You want to start with the Ravens?
Who voted against my Ravens?
I did.
Raise your hands.
Oh, I'll fucking raise both of them.
Oh, okay, just making sure. All right. On to the next. All right, go ahead. Let's hear those glorious stats.
Let's hear some stats. Let's start with the Buffalo Bills. A lot of people were rolling with Josh Allen. He thought that, people thought that MVP. He was going to be this elite. Yeah.
MVP, best quarterback in the league.
Man went 16 for 29, only had 180 yards. That's it.
No touchdowns.
That's it. No touchdowns. They had 1 rushing touchdown, but that's it. James Cook didn't do squat because the Ravens' running defense is stellar. Shakir was their top receiver with 4 catches for 62 yards. Not exciting.
Starting to sound like fucking Tom Brady.
The Bills' defense just came flat. That's really all that the Bills came away with. On the Baltimore side, Lamar Jackson went 13 for 18, 156 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He looked better. Derrick Henry, my goodness. 24 carries for
1 yard. 1 yard. God damn it.
1 yard. 199 yards rushing. I mean, that is just unthinkable. And a touch, and that, I mean, for the first play out of the bat in the first quarter, he had that 75-yard touchdown.
Listen,
that's pretty much all you got to say, Coach. Take it away, Coach.
When I turned on the game, baby, listen, when I turned that game on, I sat down, got my blanket on, got my hat on. I'm ready for the game, right? I had watched all this bull crap happen all day long, all these terrible teams, some wearing green, some wearing blue, all play.
It was a purple Sunday, baby.
Wow. It was a purple Sunday.
That's crazy.
Listen, when Derrick Henry broke for 87 yards, the longest in Ravens history, broke for that and got that touchdown. I was like, you guys remember the movie The Hangover? When what's his name's in the back? He goes, we're back. And they're all screaming. Yeah. That's what I felt, bro. I was so excited. And then to see him continue to dominate. Dude, it's not just Henry. Henry had 199 rushing yards. Lamar Jackson had 54 rushing yards, and then Hill had 18. It was a mix of just Oh, I did. I lost, dude. And let me tell you something. I was sick. Sunday, I had a migraine. I had slept terrible Saturday. My chest felt like it was just, I felt like immense pain. I was miserable Sunday to the point where I took off work on Monday. And I was trying to scream of excitement, and it was just, I couldn't because it hurt. I'd be like, yeah. It was the most awkward shit ever. But guys, the amount of rushing yards, are you kidding me? That is almost 300 rushing yards combined total, guys. Like, that's insane. They couldn't stop it, and Lamar did enough on the offense. On the offense, it was not no crazy stat game for him passing wise, but he did enough, and just everybody working so well. And Justice Hill, let me talk about this guy real quick. He ain't getting enough love here. He only got 18 rushing yards, but he had 78 receiving yards. Man, the guy, everybody was clicking. This is the team that I thought would start. And I wasn't hitting the panic button. I said I wouldn't hit the panic button. This is the team that we need, and this is the team that's going to continue to roll. We've got it figured out.
The Ravens had everything going right for them on Sunday night.
What was the Bills' run defense like on the first 3 weeks?
Have a good night, Riggs. We appreciate you, brother.
Let's go back and look at the Bills. They played Jacksonville last week on Monday night. They beat the dog shit out of them. Not a good running team. ETN didn't do much. Played the Dolphins. They had a Dolphins the week before on Thursday night. They had a hurt Raheem Mostert. HN didn't do that great. And then week 1 they played the Cardinals. I mean, the Cardinals gave them I thought the Bills were going to lose week 1, but they ended up coming back against the Cardinals. I think James Conner, let's see, week 1.
No,
James Conner went.
If I remember correctly, when they were all talking, the Bills' defense was like the big thing. That they were
16 carries for 15 yards.
The only thing that I would say that obviously they're missing Milano. Milano makes a big difference in the run defense. Milano
100%. Yeah, they kept talking about that, and it was that.
It shows when he's not on the field. It shows with that.
I think it's
kind of like Lane Johnson. Sorry, go ahead.
It just kind of looks. I feel like when Lamar Jackson runs, I'm like, dude, run the ball. And I think I gotta forget he's not a Derrick Henry where you see every muscle in his body moving. Lamar Jackson does one thing that is so great. He makes it look effortless when he's running that damn ball.
He really does.
The man, and this isn't me glazing. This isn't me stroking his ego over here, Deuce. But you guys gotta admit that Lamar Jackson, when he runs the ball, it looks effortless. Canceled. You kind of want to be like, dude, run harder, and you're like, nah, this jit's running because you can see he's burning people, and they're struggling to keep up with him. So that's what's just so cool, man. I just get so excited when I watch them play.
It's his movement too, bro. He's got like he's got elastic, bro. Like that boy will fucking do this and fucking.
But here's my thing, though. We talked about this. We said when the Lamar and Derrick Henry tandem starts clicking, they don't have to pass the ball. He doesn't have to throw for 300. They can run the ball effectively. Their defense shuts people down. They could play clock management and control the game, burn the clock, and they don't have to score a bunch of points.
Yeah, that time of possession is going to kill them.
If they play that way all year, they're going to be fucking dangerous. They don't need to pass it.
No.
They don't.
Those defenses are going to get beat up and tired. They're going to get beat up and tired to the point where, again, it comes down. Yeah, he looks smooth, man. I agree. Like, these defenses are going to get beat up and tired to the point where they can't. They just had to figure it out. The first few games, look, man, it was a struggle. I ain't going to lie. I was a little worried, but I wasn't hitting the panic button. I said, let them figure out their chemistry. Let them figure out each other, and they will get this ball rolling, and they have. And I cannot wait for the rest of this season. I cannot wait for the rest of this season.
To point out, too, the secondary, your secondary stack. You guys have when you're healthy, when Humphreys is healthy. I'm not trying. That man, when he's playing, he's a fucking baller. And you guys have multiple weapons in the secondary. And they were talking about how they can switch back and forth, and you don't know who's doing what, and that makes them dangerous because it doesn't matter who's on the outsides or the slot; they all can guard everybody. So if they stay healthy and the run game keeps up, nobody's gonna be able to catch back up to the points because they can't pass. Yeah. The Ravens are going to be dangerous. They just got to stay healthy and keep playing that kind of game.
Smart. And I see us being able to stay healthy. Listen, I know Derrick Henry just rushed for 199 yards, but the game doesn't have to be on his shoulders. He's got two other people that are very capable. Justice Hill is fast as hell. He's not a power back, but he's fast and he's shifty. And then you got Lamar Jackson as another weapon. So I'm excited for this, man. I love this game. I'm so happy I got to shut up Bills Mafia. Those dudes were talking cash shit. They were talking about how the defense, blah, 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 blah. Josh Allen, he's the greatest quarterback this year. He's on fire. Didn't do nothing. Thank you. Have a good day. Peace.
That's crazy, Coach.
Next game.
I just got an email from the Bills Mafia. They said, I bet you won't jump through a table, though. I don't know if you want to wrong.
I think I'm good on that one. I got to go to work tomorrow. All right.
Let's hit these Monday night games real quick.
Yeah.
We got to go prime time picks.
All right. Here we go. Monday night, we had
Really? You sure it's not Derrick Henry? It's always going to be to a quarterback, though. What am I saying? What am I thinking?
Yeah, it's going to be a quarterback.
I can see
as much as I would love to say it, I could say he's in the running, but I wouldn't say he's a top runner right now.
I mean, at this point,
I need to see more.
Going into week 5, that's not a.
It's not terrible.
That's a good take.
It's not a bad take.
They're putting Jaden Daniels there with him. Like, it'd be a fucking shocker to see a rookie take fucking MVP of the year. But I don't know. We're 4 weeks in. If that was the case, like we're 4 weeks in, that looks good. Sam Darnold MVP as of now. Yeah, it looks good.
All right, on to the next. Here we go. Titans beating the Miami Dolphins. Who voted for the Dolphins? Please raise your hand. Raise your hand.
Go ahead, E.
And the fucked up part about it was me and Deuce both said Titans, then we switched.
I'm gonna take this one.
Go with your gut, bro.
Take it, buddy. Take it.
Like, there's so much to say. There's so much to say about this. Will Levis, first of all, Will Levis got hurt.
Yeah.
So
he wasn't doing bad. He was 3 for 4 for 25 yards. He did have an interception. But
he did have an interception. He can't get away from the interception. So I think that there's a lot of mixed things where he should either be bent. People say he should be benched. People say he should just keep going. Mason Rudolph didn't do that horrible. Let's look at his stats real quick. Mason Rudolph went 9 for 17, 85 yards.
You know how annoying it was to watch Tyreek burn coverage and Buddy keeps throwing it behind him? Bro.
Tyler Huntley. Go and finish juice. My bad.
No, that's really all I had, bro. I don't know. I'm trying to trade Tyreek right now in fantasy. Nobody wants him.
I told you I'd take him.
It's a terrible fuck. I'm not trading anybody over 500, bro.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm eating my words right now. When Tyler Huntley was behind Lamar Jackson, I stated that he could go anywhere and start and be a number one quarterback on a bad team because I saw a lot of potential when he was with the Ravens, and I'm starting to eat my words now.
Okay, all right. So let me ask you a question. I will be honest.
I did
not watch that game. I did not watch that game.
Okay.
Right. Was it as bad as that he's just overthrowing people and he's just not throwing right passes? Hold on. Or is it that they did not scheme for him again? Is this a
Tyreek would
Coach,
burn them off the line, be open, and this motherfucker's throwing it fucking 10 yards behind him.
Okay.
That's my thing. Like,
hold on.
But if you
squat the fucking ball down, bro.
But if you think about it, Huntley does kind of play similar to Tua, though. You say scheme-wise, he is mobile. He can move. He's not Tua or Lamar, but he can still move.
I think
you can't have an exact game plan, but you can have a similar.
What?
Not understanding a player's speed is going to put you in a spot where the way Tua and Tyreek play, bro, Tua will throw the ball fucking 20 yards in front of that man, and he's going to make it happen. But if you're not used to playing with players like that, there's no way you're going to fucking project, I'll fucking throw it fucking 15 yards ahead of him, and he's going to go get it. Like, I understand, you could tell him that 5,000 times a day, and you could practice it over and over again. But when you get in the game, your fucking instincts kick in, and you're playing how you play.
All right. And so, look, this is Coach looking at it on a piece of paper here. Right, I got my computer up. I got the stats pulled up. I don't remember the shit off the top of my head, and I'm not going to pretend like I know this shit off the top of my head. But if I was to look at this game, right, and I'm going to look at this game, and I'm going to see Tyler Huntley, right, 14 for 22, 96 yards. Okay. Then I go to rushing. Tyler Huntley, 8 carries for 40 yards. He was the number 1 rusher on the team. And then I scroll down to receiving. Tyler, no, I'm just kidding. No, you don't.
He has some motion. He started passing to himself.
Hey, goddamn guy was the whole fucking team.
You might as well, because you're barely making it past a lot of scrimmage with a fucking ball. You might as well throw it to your fucking self.
But if it sounds like Matt has a different take on it. Matt doesn't agree with you. He said that it wasn't really him throwing the ball like that.
It's just like,
what do you got?
It's just like he didn't look like. It just didn't look like it matched. We talked about it last week. Mike McDaniel designed this offense where it would fit Tua. Right. If I'm not mistaken, we talked about that last week.
Right.
And it's just hard. Like, yes, Tyler Huntley. We just mentioned it. Tyler Huntley, he's mobile. Yes, he's mobile. He has all these weapons, but he just didn't look comfortable. He didn't look like he was in the right in my. That's just me, and that's just me saying that. If you're in the chat, you can butcher me. You can call me. You can call bullshit, whatever.
Bill says Huntley needs time with Hill, and I agree.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
that makes sense.
So here's the other thing that was brought up during the game as well, and I didn't realize it either. Tyler Huntley went to high school about 5 to 10 minutes where the Dolphins play, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. He's a Florida native. He went to college in Utah, which is all the way in the opposite side of the country. And they were talking about how it was a dream for him to play for the Miami Dolphins. So was it a little bit of nervousness, of butterflies, of, is it just a mental thing last night? I think that had to do with it a little bit. Looking at next week, Dolphins are 1-3 right now. Next week they play the Patriots. So I think that could be a good game for them to bounce back.
I think in terms of coaches on hot seats, it's going to go Mike McDaniels, Doug Peterson, Sirianni, in that order. I think that McDaniels is at the point, bro, where he's really in the fucking hot seat, dog. Like, you're really starting to look like you're incompetent, bro.
Yeah.
You never plan on the offseason. You did not plan for anything behind Tua. God forbid the guy gets a concussion. There was no plans. They was just like, we're going to be good all season.
Me as a coach, right? Me as a coach, there's an acronym that I fell in love with when I was in the Marine Corps, and it was a very simple one. It was KISS. Keep it simple, stupid, right? When it comes to game planning, when it comes to breaking down anything, right? Especially with high school kids, and I can assume it's the same thing when it comes to pros, right? You don't have to reinvent the wheel, man. Listen, your star quarterback, right? Your star quarterback is done for a little bit now. We don't know if he's coming back. We don't know how long he's going to be out. Just reinvent a game plan real quick. It doesn't have to be crazy. It doesn't have to be these crazy plays. Make something stupid to get you by until your quarterback comes back. You don't have to carry out the same plan. You don't have to go crazy. Just make something easy for that guy that's stepping up, that next man up, right? That's stepping up, for him to be comfortable to do this stuff. And I completely agree with Bill. Listen, Tyreek Hill is stupid fast. You have to know his timing, and it's not easy. Tua has had plenty of time to get that timing down. Huntley hasn't.
But Coach, I got to say this too. All it takes, for the way that he was running and breaking fucking coverage, all you had to do was overthrow the fucking ball. And that didn't happen not fucking one time. All you had to do was overthrow the ball instead of underthrowing the ball, and you would have had a touchdown. There was multiple occasions where it would have been it would have been 6 points. So I don't know, bro. Like it. Yeah, you need time with Tyreek, no doubt. But at the same time, bro, it doesn't take fucking a year of practice to say, oh, this guy's faster than everybody on the fucking field. Let me just wing that motherfucker. Let me just fucking, he'll go get it. And I think that you even seen Tyreek on the sideline. He was fucking frustrated, bro, because it was really that. Like, bro, I would much rather you just throw it out of my reach in front of me than me have to turn around, play corner, and make sure this guy doesn't get a pick.
Coach, I'm going to add on to that. I think if Mike McDaniel had planned better, this was definitely a much-win game. I think they could have easily won. The Dolphins could have easily like turned around and won this game. They could be 2-2 right now, bro, if they had done exactly what Coach said.
Go ahead and grab them a veteran quarterback for that backup, bro. That's it. Somebody that would be there to be able to fucking understand what's going on.
But here's my thing, though. Huntley kind of
is a veteran quarterback.
He is a veteran.
Okay, bro. I get what you're saying, but you get what I'm saying.
So he still won games with the Ravens when Lamar went down. He still went to a Pro Bowl because of it.
Yeah.
He isn't that's why I always said that he could be a starter somewhere. Like I said, is it because he didn't have enough time? He was only there a week and a half or whatever it was. I want to see him play the next 2 games.
In terms of a veteran quarterback, what you needed was a guy that's able to step in no matter fucking what. Flacco, boom, something like that. A guy that could step in and handle fucking business. Not a guy that you need to fucking spend a year with your team to make sure he can fucking play with.
But the thing is it a good take? The thing is, the Colts, their offense is not difficult. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not designed for AR-15 to go running. It's not designed for these quick little fancy plays. It is designed good old-fashioned football. Okay.
TJ.
So Tyreek has cost me too much fucking points, TJ.
All right. So look, listen, let's just I want to leave y'all with this. Everybody give us a quick take. We'll jump to the last game, give our predictions, and we out. Okay, here's my question. Is Tua that good?
I don't think so.
I've never
that good that this team cannot survive without him.
I don't think so. I think he just has a strong understanding of his offense.
Honestly, I've never been sold on him. I like him, but I haven't been sold that he's a superstar quarterback. I haven't. I feel like Deuce did say, like, obviously with the Huntley thing aside, if you put any star quarterback in that offense, they're gonna fucking go crazy. With Tyreek, and then you have Waddle, like it's not like it's.
We even brought the idea of Russell Wilson going there and being able to step in and make it happen, bro. Like that's the idea of having that quarterback back there that can just step in.
Tua is a superstar.
Have a strong understanding of the offense and just go.
Matt, what you got?
I mean, I understand like it's specifically built for Tua, but it's not a very fucking intricate.
It's not specifically built for Tua. I'm not trying to say that it's specifically built for him. I'm just saying that Tua has had time to learn this and go over it because it's not an easy offense by no means.
Goes back to planning why you should have that backup that's there to be able to fucking take all this in and not just go ahead and fucking roll your dice when you have to.
It's crazy. Matt, what do you got on the take?
I'm going to disagree with both Ian and Deuce. I think that I'm going to be that guy. He in college, I know in college was forever ago. College is different than NFL. We know that. But he just really stood out. And even with that, before Tyreek Hill came along, I think still he was able to produce. Something about him just like was really exciting for him to watch. He's really fun to watch. Yes, he plays violently. He puts himself in these fucking concussions, and he's gonna probably have CTE, throwing up gang symbols. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. We're all going to hell. But I think I wouldn't say he's elite like Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson, but he's not like lower. I think he's the next tier down.
Yeah, I don't think he's a bum. I didn't say that.
No, he's not.
I don't think he's a superstar. I don't think he's elite. That's where I was getting at. I don't think he's a bum. I don't think he's even bottom tier or nothing like that. I believe he's that next step down, like you said. I agree with that statement. 100%.
Matt, I want to rebuttal real quick, bro. I have a question.
What's up?
What's that D on your hat stand for?
What do you mean? What does it stand for?
Oh, bro.
Here we go with this again.
Whose foot's that behind you? I've been looking at that. That foot's been moving like back and forth. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like,
Here we
all
go
right,
with the
let's
deep
get.
stuff again.
Oh my god! Let's.
All right. On to the last game. On to
It
the
took
last
an
game.
hour and 55 minutes to figure out what to ask me what this is,
On to the last game. I think,
which is probably the game of the week.
Probably yes, I would agree. I found this game so enjoying to watch. Okay,
So
it
satisfying.
was Detroit Lions versus the Seattle Seahawks. It was a firing the couch. It was a game that was kind of back and forth a little bit, but then they just took off 42-49, man.
Y'all see that?
42.
That was ridiculous.
49.
He's in bounds. That's a touchdown.
Still doesn't win the game. Still doesn't win the game.
It got me fantasy points though.
I hear you.
Still doesn't win the game. I don't care what any Seattle Seahawks fans wins. I've seen that. Their argument, what about this? Okay, it still doesn't win you the game. You were still down.
But that's a momentum shift too.
First, no, because they were just, dude, anything that Seattle would do, Detroit would score right back. And the announcers try to do that. The announcers like, oh, this is a momentum shift. And then Detroit's like, yeah, shut up. Touchdown.
Didn't
I hear it. But at the same time, it might not have been a momentum shift on the opposing team, but it's definitely a momentum shift in their own minds. That call getting fucking turned over and shit, like imagine that, bro. Now it's like, fuck. Now you're really.
All right, let's hold on.
When I saw the stat line. It had all these receivers with no touchdowns, and it had Goff one receiving touchdown.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was crazy. That was easily like that could be easily the top play of the week.
I'm a hater. I don't like when other motherfuckers do the Philly. I'm not a fan of it. Y'all should not do that.
It's called the Detroit special, so relax.
Take it out of your fucking playbook.
They said the Detroit special.
That's crazy. That's not even a Detroit special is getting mugged.
Hold on. Let's talk about Detroit's uniforms.
Fire.
Talk about Detroit's uniforms.
Fire.
Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Absolutely.
The all black with the blue and the blue helmet with the chrome and the black lion on there. Oh my god.
Best helmets in the league.
That was Pista de Resistance. I mean, that thing was beautiful.
Shit, I might just go get me one of those jerseys just cause it's fire.
No, I just want the helmet, dude. Give me the helmet. Give me the helmet.
Wow,
I will put that up right up here.
Dude's is so thrown off by the fact that other people buy other teams.
I know he gets so mad.
Hey, you know what? You know what? Next week I'm gonna wear my Baker Mayfield Browns jersey. How about that?
Wow, I will fucking, bro. I won't show up. I'll call out. I'll fucking call in sick as fuck. I'm calling in sick. Motherfuckers in a Mayfield Browns jersey. I'm fucking exit stream. Shut down the fucking computer.
Go play your game.
Look, Riggs came back. He couldn't stay going.
He came back because he knew we were talking about the Lions uniforms.
All right, so then let's go on to golf's perfect game. I mean,
that's crazy.
18 for 18, almost 300 passing yards, 292, 2 touchdowns. Then he catches a touchdown from Amon St. Brown. I mean,
he's easily the player of the week.
The guy could do no wrong. Then he had an amazing backfield. He had Gibbs for 78 yards, and he had Montgomery for 40. Montgomery, I know that's not a lot of yards, but he's very difficult to stop. Yes, he was completing those short yards where it was 3rd and something or even 2nd and short, and he was completing those and getting those easy first downs. Gibbs 2 touchdowns, Montgomery 1 touchdown. I mean, it was a touchdown factory out there. It was like Oprah. Who wants a touchdown? You can have one.
Who was bro where he got tackled, didn't go down, and then fucking like shoot wrestling, fucking front flipped over, bro?
That was a Seattle guy.
Okay,
I don't know.
Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, I'd seen the highlight. I didn't see that, bro. I just saw that highlight. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Oh, Rig! Oh no!
Riggs came back.
Walker. Yeah, it was Walker. That's who it was.
Kenneth Walker. I tell you,
what?
To me, I'll talk about. I'll just finish with the Detroit thing, and y'all can go on. Detroit is fun to watch. Listen, I just appreciate good football. I appreciate good football. I know this guy down here can't seem to understand that. He gets mad when anybody roots for anybody else. right? This guy down here, but
bro, they are a division rival, and I've been excited watching them the last 2 years.
You better cut that shit out, E.
I'm serious, bro. My thing is this. When there's an underdog team for so fucking long, dog, I like to see them do good. I was the same way with the Browns when they started doing good.
Yes.
Because they were so
You
bad.
better enjoy yourself doing good right now, E.
I'm going to tell you this. I want to keep doing good. I want to beat the fuck out of the Lions, but I like seeing them do good when they're not playing against us.
So
they're almost like
here's my thing with that. That's an interesting thing right there that Bill just put up. Dan Campbell. That motherfucker was on the hot seat, bro. He was on the hot seat. Yeah.
3 years
they had
ago.
a losing season, and then they started off 0-6 or 0-5. Don't come at me, people. But then all of a sudden he went on a winning streak, and he hasn't looked back. He has not looked back, and they have been clicking and playing so well. I'm excited for the Lions.
It really and it started when they that week. I remember there was like the week 17, week 18 game when they knocked the Packers out of the playoffs for that last wild card spot. That was when they got really. That's when Detroit got really hype.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see when we play against each other. It's gonna be a good fucking game. I can't wait.
Cowboys get them in 2 weeks. So
why are we not dragging Amon-Ra for the blue hair? We gave him the pass.
No,
I give him the pass because St. Brown's a monster. He can do it.
Right?
He's a god.
He's a
balling.
dye your hair however you want.
When you're Burrow, you ain't balling. You can't be Slim Shady. But my man can do it. He can pull off his best Cisco impression. You know what I mean? Do whatever color hair he wants. You know what I mean? Like,
all right, I got Campbell's first season. They went 3-13. That was everybody was like, whoa. Then I believe I don't remember how that season started. I believe they go 0-5 or 0-6. That was the 2022 season. They were not looking good. Matt, can you pull that up for me real quick?
Yeah, give me a second.
But they finished the season 9-8, so they were above by 1. Then they went 12-5 last year, and now they're 3-1. So they had one terrible year to where he was on the hot seat. People were actually talking about fire the man. Who the hell is this guy?
It's because he plays he plays reckless, but I respect.
Yeah, he's
it.
aggressive.
I
love the fourth down goes. He does not play with that shit.
He's a fourth down goer. Period. It don't matter.
But he does it properly, bro. He does it properly,
yes,
bro.
Does.
Yeah. He's not doing it on our side of the fucking field. Tell you that.
All right. Detroit went 1 they were 1-5 at one point. Their only one was against the Commanders.
So that was a 22 season.
That was in 2022. And that was the same season that they beat the Packers out of the playoffs because the Packers had a playoff spot and then they beat them to beat them out.
And you know what's crazy? What's crazy is the top receiver every year was St. Brown. Since
he's a god.
He's a beast. Yeah,
he's a beast. And when Jared Goff got first traded to Detroit, everyone thought he was gonna be a bust. But I mean, look at him now.
I wasn't sold on Goff. Honestly, I wasn't.
But look at him now. Look at him now, though. Look at him now.
Yeah, I wasn't at first, but I will say this: the Bears were stupid. Like Montgomery, go away.
Oh, I was about to ask you that. Are the Bears
hard as fuck, bro? Every play he does, he never takes a play off. The man runs, and when they did that, even then, and they didn't even really showcase him that much. Then I was like, they're fucking stupid, and you give him to a fucking division rival at that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
I love the fact when they're about to play the Bears and he beats the shit out of them. The Bears have done stupid things every time. The Bears getting rid of Matt Forte. Oh my God. Matt Forte, love watching that dude run.
Even Khalil Herbert, remember him?
Herbert. Yep. I mean,
great
every
back.
time. I don't understand. The Bears getting rid of Roquan Smith. Are you
awful?
Thank you.
When that happened, I text my dad immediately when I saw it because obviously Dad's a huge Ravens fan. I was like, for one, thank you. Get him the fuck out of my division.
Exactly.
But you guys just got a fucking stud.
And it was like for like a half-eaten bag of Skittles. Like it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
The trade was like almost nothing. Yeah. So
indeed.
It was a great game. It
was great. That was a great game to watch. Yeah, I love that Jared Goff touchdown catch was just that was perfection. It was. And okay. I know Deuce is over there cringing. He mad as fuck over there. He mad as fuck.
It was all right. All right, it was cool.
One thing his team can't do it.
One thing. We'll get into our prime time picks in just a second. This weekend I had the opportunity to watch Coach Deion Sanders in person. They beat the snot out of UCF here in Orlando.
Which was crazy. I didn't see that happening.
UCF was a 14-point favorite, and out of nowhere, Deion Sanders comes and whoops the UCF Knights ass, bro. Like, oh my god, it was just one thing after another. UCF looked terrible. I'm sorry for all my UCF people who are watching right now, but that was bad. I think Deion just saw that.
The atmosphere there, the bounce house.
Oh, I love going. That was my 5th game going to see a UCF game in person. It's electric. I will say the security was really high because, and I guess it was because Coach Prime is such a big thing.
Of course, yeah.
But it's the atmosphere is great there. I've never seen such a awesome. The stadium only seats 45,000, but they sell out, and they sell out like hard.
So what's interesting about the bounce house, correct me if I'm wrong, never been, but the actual stadium kind of moves once it's popping. That's why they call it bounce house.
I can attest to that because we started jump. The big thing is to get hype songs at their. Sorry, she went to the game with me. Yes, when everyone starts jumping, the stadium actually moves. It bounces.
Yes, they call it the bounce house.
They call it the bounce house for specifically just like that.
Can we talk about one player too? You know who I'm going to bring up? Motherfucking Travis Hunter.
He had that interception was ridiculous.
Interception, touchdown, had almost 100 receiving yards. The kid doesn't take off. He's on every play.
Then he hit the Heisman.
I want to ask y'all a question when y'all done talking about him. It's about him.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Actually, you know what's crazy? Crazy story here. Yeah. Coach Saul was there when I was living in Georgia, and I was helping out over at Collins Hill High School when he first showed up. And everybody was we didn't really know too much, and it was just interesting to see. Then I leave Collins Hill, move down to Florida, and see him flourish the way he did and do all the stuff that he did. And then I ended up at Camping World when he was at the All-American game, and I got him to take a selfie with me and my wife. It was so cool.
That's
so cool. Right before he
put that in the chat. Put that in the chat when we get off here.
Yeah, I'll try. I got to find the picture. That thing is deep.
E, what you got?
I was in, because obviously I'm in a bunch of groups for the show, and somebody pointed out this is what they said: if he was in the SEC, he wouldn't play both ways, and he wouldn't be a dominant player. The comments were going crazy.
Okay, here is the problem with these idiot commenters. Okay, there's a reason why he's not in the SEC. There's a reason why he went with somebody that did it. There's a reason why he picked Deion, because Deion knows what he did that. So, I mean, I'm not going to be the greatest quarterback in the world and go to a team that's ass. I'm going to go to where they need me, where they can fit me, right? Same thing with Travis Hunter. He went to the right coach that knew he can do what he's doing. Remember, still a sophomore, so let's chill for a minute. This kid is already at a high level, and he's only a sophomore.
That's what's fucking crazy.
Haters.
Bro.
It's mind-blowing.
All I got to say, those are all haters. Those are people that are haters. That kid is impressive. He does not take off on a play. Imagine if, let's play their stupid ass advocate. Imagine if he didn't play every single snap. Imagine if he didn't do every single down and he only was fresh for defense or offense, whichever side he wants to play. Nobody would throw his way, or they would always throw his way. You get what I'm saying?
It was just funny because the comments were split. Honestly, they were split. You had the people saying, like kind of like what you said. You had people saying that he wouldn't be shit. He wouldn't even be an elite receiver. He wouldn't be an elite. He wouldn't be anything. Blah blah blah. And then you had the guys that was like, even if he went there, he'd probably still be doing it and still be crushing. So it was literally. I could send you all the thread. It was fucking going crazy.
Yeah, I want to see that.
I was watching it live coming in.
Yeah, and look, Bill echoes exactly what I said, man. He went to Prime because he knew that's who can. And Prime went and recruit. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. Prime went and recruited him.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Who would have
Prime
picked
pulled
Jackson
him
over Florida State and all the other big schools to talk to him? He went and recruited him.
He pulled him away from all them. He went to an HBCU.
Exactly.
No, he's not a sophomore. I think he's a junior. Is he not? I think he's a junior.
I'm
Again, who cares?
not sure.
Right.
He's still in college.
So, I just think it's crazy, man. These people, they get in there and they're like, "Oh, he wouldn't do da 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 da." Shut up. Yes, he would. Yes,
he's
he
doing
would.
it. The crazy thing is, he's doing it. He's putting their foot down all those haters'
like
throats.
the SEC. Don't get me wrong. I like the SEC, but man, let me tell you something. SEC is toxic as hell. There's SEC's toxic and the Big Ten. Jesus Christ. All the other ones, I don't mind them.
You're saying toxic? Tell me how the fuck Alabama's #1. Tell me how.
Because they beat the shit out of the Dogs.
They almost choked it. They almost choked it in the end. That's just that's mind blowing that Alabama is back to #1. It should be Texas.
Yeah, I think Texas should take it. Archie Manning is looking disgusting.
100%.
All right,
that's our little hot.
Before we get into predictions, bro, I got to ask y'all non-football related questions. I got 2 of them for you. Both shower related.
8.5 inches.
Oh, my bad. Shower related.
Wait, I missed what you just said, dog. You're not gonna say.
Oh no, coach! You're gonna get
Jerry, I was just copying up on Jerry Jones.
I know. He said 8.5. I already knew it. I already knew he said
Jerry Jones.
My first one, bro.
Give it to me. Come on.
Hold on. I need to know what type of guys you are right now. Do you wash your feet in the shower? Do you wash your feet in the shower?
What? Yes.
Yeah. No, it sounds weird. It's a weird question, right?
Yes.
I got a yes from me. Yes from you, Coach.
I mean, yeah. Why would I not?
There's people, bro. There's a large percentage of people that do not wash their feet. They let the soap run down, and that's good enough for them. All right. I just wanted to make sure one of those. Do you pee in the shower?
Is mind blown right now.
Do you pee in the shower?
Yeah. You ain't gonna lie.
I don't know.
He's thinking about it, so I know he pees in the shower. Yeah, you.
I mean, I have. I've been drunk
bro.
as shit and pissed in the shower, but I wouldn't say I do it on a regular basis. Like,
if you get in there and you got to piss, where you going? You going to the shower? Or you getting up?
fuck, I'm gonna go in the shower. I ain't getting out. I'm gonna piss right in the drain.
He's a shower pisser. All right, Coach. You piss in the shower.
Piss
as well.
right in the drain.
Hey,
Fuck.
Bill goes guilty.
I'm gonna piss right in the drain, bro. Fuck that.
What does that do? I hope there's a meaning to this. I hope there's...
Okay, so where is this from? Where is this coming from?
Wait, Bill, do you not wash your feet or do you piss in the shower, bro?
Which one is it, Bill? Let us know. Comment.
What's the reasoning behind
this? Okay, so what is the reasoning behind this?
For me, I just find pissing in the shower to be fucking insane. But then not washing your feet, when I found out people don't wash their fucking feet, blew my mind, dog. I was like, wait, what?
Dude, Bill.
Damn.
Oh no,
Bill. Bill, wash your fucking feet, bro.
Brother, ew. Brother, ew.
I love your honesty, bro, but don't wash your feet.
Brother, ew.
You know, I have never heard that saying, and my kid did it the other night. I was like, what in the fuck? Like, people on the podcast saying, brother, ew. And then my kid came and said it the other night. Actually, it was last night. I said, where the fuck is this coming from? They're saying it. You're saying it. It has to be a YouTube thing.
You haven't seen it?
It is.
I've never seen it.
Gotta watch it.
We're gonna pull it up after we do our primetime predictions. All right, let's get to it.
I'm about to play R. Kelly in a little bit.
Oh my god! All right, we're 2 hours in. Let's get these primetime picks.
Oh yeah.
It's been a great show though. We've had a lot to talk about.
We got a lot of good interaction. We appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. Yeah. If you're still in here, hit that share button, hit that like button, hit the follow button. We appreciate you being in here. Let's get to the week 5 primetime picks. We got some good games this week. Start on Thursday night. We got coaches, Atlanta Falcons hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's a great Thursday night game. I'm going to save Coach for last. Let's hear from E first.
Hold on a second. Say it again. I'm sorry. I was reading the comments.
I get excited. I talk too fast. We got the Tampa Bay.
I was reading the comment. I'm sorry.
You're good. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 3-1 visiting Atlanta Falcons 2-2.
What the? Okay, like this. What's going on?
That's what threw me off, bro. Come on,
Wait
bro.
a second.
It threw me off. It threw me off, bro.
All right. All right.
Oh my god. What is
What
going on in the street? What is going on?
Deuce, I blame you. All right.
Deuce, you better sleep on the couch tonight. I swear.
All right.
Oh my god.
For safety
bro.
measures.
All right.
I
for
got
real.
tears more this episode than any other episode. I swear to you. I got Bucks winning this.
We got Bucks.
I got
Okay.
Bucks coming. Yep.
Deuce.
Deuce, who you got?
Oh my god.
It's rough, bro, because I want the Bucks to win so we don't look as trash, but I don't think it's going to go that way. I think Atlanta's taking that one.
Coach, it's going to hurt you. I really want to pick the Falcons, but I don't know. I think Baker will continue this strength. I think he'll kind of level off and start going down eventually, but this is not the week. I think the Buccaneers take this one.
I agree. I'm going to go Buccaneers here. I don't care what people think about my fandom.
What?
I'm a realist here. Listen, if there's one team I can never really ever fully get behind is the Falcons, because they are the biggest choke artists. They'll have a great game, and then they'll have a fluky game, and then they'll have a flop game, and then they'll just beat the Atlanta Falcons. And they're going to just beat the Atlanta Falcons, and the Bucks are just too hot right now. Baker Mayfield has something to prove, and he's proving it. I got Bucks.
I'm even more confident now that you all went the other way.
You went Falcons.
Oh, absolutely.
Now you got me. Now you got me torn. Now you got me torn. Now you got me torn.
Don't be torn.
You better make that final choice. We got to move on.
All right, 5. I'm going Falcons.
3.
Falcons. I'm going Falcons.
Let's do it.
He said Buccaneers.
Yeah, I know.
So we got $2. We got $2 and 2 Falcons.
Right here.
I can't believe Deuce and I agree on something.
Right there, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
Hey, come on, Deuce. Come on. We got Falcons for the win, bro.
Why is your hand so small, Deuce?
Bigger than mine, bro. How did that happen?
All right, you gotta get closer to the camera. There you go.
All right. Do we dare pick the London game, or can we skip over it?
No, let's pick it. That's
all right. Primetime game. We've got our first London game of the season. We got the New York Jets, the Jets Jets. They're going against the E's Minnesota Vikings. We'll go to E last. Let's go coach first.
Vikings. Easy.
You continue the dominance 4-0 or 5-0.
Look, either I'm going up or I'm going down with the fucking ship, dog. Give me the Jets.
That's crazy.
He must
That's crazy.
Hey, Deuce is going to go defeated this week. Not undefeated. Defeated.
I will go Vikings. They'll stay 5-0. They'll go 5-0. They still remain undefeated. Aaron Rodgers just, I don't know. It's not clicking right now. He's not going to do well against this Vikings defense. I'm sure he can agree on that.
I think that with Rodgers not being, but I don't want to eat my words again, but not being as mobile as he once was, he's not going to be able to get away from that pass rush. I think that being with his knowledge of the Vikings, he won't do as bad as we think he will, but I don't think he'll be able to seal a deal.
Real quick before we move on, can someone tell me why our views just spiked? We're almost 2.5 hours in. The views just spiked like out of nowhere.
It's awesome.
It's crazy.
Hey, listen, we're picking our picks. Deuce is trying to go for a record of losing every game.
He's trying to be worse than me. He's trying to be worse than me. It's crazy.
I gotta come back, bro. I gotta make it happen some way. They can be voting with y'all.
You don't get double points for picking a shitty team.
That's crazy.
All right, what do we got next one?
Oh, I can't wait. I'm laughing my ass off. Matter of fact, I'm clipping this and bringing it with me next week, dog.
That's crazy.
It's gonna be clipped anyway, dog.
TJ said it was the shower question that brought out all the viewers. I agree. We started talking about naked peeing in the shower, and it was weird. If you don't know, just look for the clip because it will be clipped.
You're welcome.
Absolutely.
All right, Sunday night we got a good one. We got two of the biggest fan bases in the country. We got the Dallas Cowboys visiting the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's see, Deuce, you go first. I already know who you're picking. I honestly know who you all are picking, so I don't know why we're doing this. So go ahead, Deuce.
Steelers.
Coach.
Cowboys.
That's very fair.
Oh, I love
That's
it.
crazy.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I fucking love it.
I'm going Cowboys
back,
too,
baby.
bro.
I'm coming back.
Cowboys too, baby.
Oh, great.
Cowboys.
I love it.
If you have to, like, hey, and I can eat these words later. If you have to rely on Justin Fields throwing the ball, you will suffer.
Yeah.
Boom, bada bing.
Their offense is not there.
Be safe for later, but
okay, but here's and I'm picking the Cowboys, not because I'm obviously because it's my team, but I really think even though we have D-Law and Micah out, I still think Diggs will probably have 2 interceptions against Justin Fields.
Man,
so
really that ceiling up there, right?
What'd you say?
Ceiling's up here, huh?
Yes, I will go Cowboys for the win in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh.
Honestly, I will say when you first asked because of Parsons and because of Lawrence, I was like, but I still just don't think the Steelers' offense, their defense is going to be hard for y'all to work on. But I still think
I agree, I agree.
I still feel like you'll be able to outscore what they can do.
100%. Dak's gonna have a bounce back game. I think we'll get the running game figured out. Even though they have a tough defense, but yeah, I think it's all going to come down to whose offense plays better.
I don't think the running game's going to be. I feel like at this point it's just going to be is what it is. But
yeah, it is what it is.
I do feel like you'll be able to do more.
Yeah,
at least
100%.
And I do agree with Rig. I agree. It's going to be close. I don't think it's going to be a blowout.
You're talking about an offense that can only pass the ball and a defense that's very strong. I don't know, bro.
It's going to come down. It's going to come down to.
We just watched them struggle with the fucking Giants, E. We just watched them struggle with the fucking Giants.
It's a divisional game. I can't say that. A divisional game. Everybody's on. They know each other.
Arlington, bro.
All right, so we got 3 Cowboys, 1 Steeler.
I heard that. I heard this guy down here. He said they struggled against the Giants, right? But here's
okay. I already admitted to it.
Hold on, chill. Let me get my take in. If there's one thing the Cowboys do, is they bounce back. And they will bounce back, and they will beat the dog shit out of these Steelers. That's my take. All right, next.
All right, Coach, I like you.
I like the way this is lining up for me right now.
It's going to be a really good week for you or a really bad
week?
It's a bounce back week.
If you win, it will be a bounce back week for you for sure.
He's gonna come in his show. He ain't gonna stop talking.
Oh, you better hope I'm fucking wrong, dog. Because I'm coming in here with my fucking.
Thank God it's a bye week for the Eagles.
My high horse? My horse is high? I'm not even high. I'm the horse high.
All right, Monday night we got a decent. I'm not decent. We got a good game. We got the New Orleans Saints. I got a lot to say about them visiting the 4-0 Kansas City Chiefs, Queefs, whatever the hell you want to say about them. Let's see. Pick first.
Who was it? Chiefs and who?
Saints at the Chiefs. I need to stop. I need to talk a little slower.
No, just Chiefs.
You need to listen a little faster.
At the key word there.
That's what I'm saying. As much as I don't want to say it, the fucking Chiefs, man.
Deuce.
I'm going to New Orleans. I'm going based off of just
this
injury.
guy. This fucking guy.
Listen, bro, they ain't got Rasheed. They're gonna fucking focus Travis Kelce all goddamn game. It's gonna be a little predictable, and I think that look, go ahead, keep saying shit until I come in next week on my high horse. Yeah.
What do you got, Matt?
Matt's laughing.
I am laughing because this man this is the same guy who said that the Giants are gonna win by 16. This is mind-boggling this past week.
Yeah.
I think the Saints are fake as fuck, by the way. 2-2. They beat the snot out of the Panthers. They beat the snot out of the Cowboys, but yet they can't beat the Eagles and they turn around and lose to whoever the hell
Bro,
they
what
played.
the fuck is that supposed to mean, bro? What is that?
I was about to say, like, that was crazy to say that.
That's
That
wild
was
for him to say
crazy
like that.
to say that.
Chiefs 5.
Yeah,
Chiefs
we're
go
gonna
5
add
0.
3-5, but somehow they can't beat the Eagles.
Chiefs 5 0.
Yeah, we're not you, bro.
Coach.
Hey, dude, tell us how you really feel.
I feel all right.
All right, listen. This is going to be a interesting game. It realistically, when I'm looking at this game, it comes down to what they can do without their boy Rice. The Kansas City Chiefs struggled against the Chargers. If there's
Divisional
one
game.
thing, right, it's fine. It's a division game. I get that, but it's the Chargers. With a hurt quarterback. All right. Boy, this is a tough one for me.
Well, but while you're thinking about it too,
I'm really thinking about it here, and it's not as an easy decision. And I could go the Saints route, but I can also go the Chiefs route. And the only reason I'm going to go the Chiefs route is because of one person and one person only, Patrick Mahomes.
I thought you were gonna say the guy in the fucking black and white shirt.
I thought so too. I was waiting for you to say that. There's a 12th man, the referee.
So
I want to add one more thing to my pick as well. I don't think Derek Carr can play in an environment like Kansas City. It's loud. It's really loud there. It's a crazy environment, crazy loud environment. Don't get me wrong. I think Kamara's still gonna have a good game, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. I think the Chiefs will come up top.
I feel like Carr plays like Mayfield. When he gets hot, bro, it's just one of them fucking things, bro. Like if he's hot, dog, and he starts fucking getting pumped up, it's a wrap, son.
Yeah, but he didn't look too great the last couple weeks, though.
Fair.
In Alvin Kamara,
Alvin Kamara.
I don't know. It's just he's not year one, and he hasn't been year one in a long time. He's just been okay. So
last time you said that, he ran through the defense of the Cowboys.
I will say that you did say he was washed up, and then he just fucking went off. So
he had a game of his
life. You
life.
might just jinxed us, coach.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Man, you heard it here in Lost Yards.
Saints beat a busted Panthers team. Saints beat a Cowboys team that they're wishy-washy. I mean, that's the truth.
Yep. I agree.
Eagles beat the Saints. Eagles are struggling for whatever reason. Eagles are doing what Eagles do. I mean, I'm sorry, dog. Hey, dude.
For whatever reason, all of our players are fucking hurt. They got concussions,
bro. His fucking face when you said that, he was like, "What?"
For whatever reason, but then he wanted to give the pass.
Then
early.
you go against.
Well, he doesn't have any receivers. Doesn't have any of his players. For us, for whatever reason.
Okay. So 15 to 12. All right.
Yeah, we locked.
Let's use the hurt. Let's use the hurt. Bug. We'll use the hurt bug there. All right.
Yeah.
Then they lose to a who knows Falcons team. People are saying they're playoff contenders. They're not. They're just not. They have a tight end that is invincible, not in the good way.
By the way,
literally, you can't find him on the field. They're strictly relying on London and God, what's the other kid?
Darnell Mooney.
If there's Mooney's great, don't get me wrong, but Mooney is nothing but a role-playing wide receiver. I don't think Drake London is a number one receiver. He's a number two receiver. So they have a number two and they have a number three. They don't have a number one receiver. Bijan Robinson.
Hang on. Devontae to the Falcons?
It's not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Bijan Robinson has not been Bijan Robinson of last year.
No.
Algier is outperforming him. And Kirk Cousins who knows who shows up. And hold on 1 second. Hey, you tell me, brother, how does he do on prime time?
He's trash in prime time. If it's a 1 o'clock game, my guy balls.
That's why I cannot
prime
pick
time. You don't know what Kirk's coming out in prime time, and 9 times out of 10, he's not confident under them lights.
He coming out with a chain and a gold grill and going thug out like he normally do.
On a 767. Oh my god.
I can't wait, bro. I'm coming out here in the highest horse I can find. I'm gonna find the highest fucking horse, dog.
That's
God,
insane.
Y'all heard it, right? Y'all see the comeback that's about to happen, right?
Right.
Hey, if you stuck with us through the 2.5 hours we've been here, we appreciate you guys. This is our favorite thing to do every Tuesday. If you're still in here, hit that like button, hit the follow button, hit the share button. We appreciate all the love we have in this community. We got some exciting games coming up here, week 5. I know we kept you guys for a long time, but again, we appreciate all the support. It's growing, and our community is growing every week. So we appreciate all the new follows. If you're new here, keep it up. Let us know if you want to see anything specific. Let us know if you want us to do more watch parties. Let us know if you want us to get out in the community.
We'll
if
definitely
you guys
be
are already following all of our pages. The YouTube and the TikTok are really, really important for what we're trying to push for right now. So if you can take the time to go sub to the YouTube and find us on TikTok and follow us there, that's huge. We do have
trying to figure out why our TikTok isn't working. Sorry.
Yeah, we got some.
I'll have that figured out by next Tuesday.
We might have a situation for us to be more of a community and be able to talk throughout the week without having to be on social media and stuff like that. We're working on a few things, so by next week we might have that in place. Yeah, man, we're working on some things, man. We're working on some things. If you didn't notice, Coach's fucking camera this week is like fucking phenomenal.
Clean. E, we're getting you next. He's next.
Yeah,
but we're working, man. We're definitely working. So stay tuned, man. Hit the notification bell. You guys know we're live every Tuesday, but we are gonna try to do a couple more watch parties for the games and stuff like that. So keep an eye out. We can't really. It's hard to plan those ones out. Like if we all decide, we have the day to fucking watch on live, then we're gonna do it. But yeah, stay tuned for that. We'll try to let you guys know ahead of time. Like even if we decide on that day, we'll try to let you know early in the day that we'll be live for such and such game. Outside of that, man, you guys are fucking dope. I appreciate y'all. Go Birds.
Yeah, hey, listen, really look forward. Every week we're gonna try and at least do one. At least be one going live. So we'll announce it. It may be a primetime game, it may be just a game. So look for it. And we appreciate y'all.
Peace.